I am live. Hello.
Oh, Stormy's art is a dwarf.
Dwarf.
Oh, let me change that.
I've been dwarfed.
Sorry.
I
Too
was
many
no.
games. All right, that should do it.
Okay, this is weird. What the hell?
Maybe next time I'll stay as a dwarf for y'all.
I mean,
We
I
just
don't
won't say
care.
anything when it happens. Okay, so this is funny. Okay, so the Discord thing records nothing unless if I'm looking at my stream, like it just is a gray screen. But if I mouse around to other things, it seems to be working. So we're gonna hope this works.
Okay.
All right.
Because, like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? What I'm saying? Like, it's like
Yes.
the window's inactive, and so it's like, but if I look away, it's on, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Look, it only works if you don't look at it. It's very Lovecraftian that way.
Like, if I mouse over any other window, it's fine. It's just like it doesn't even have to be the window like in question. So I'm like, okay. But the moment I change focus to the Streamlabs desktop, no. All right. Let's get it rolling. What episode are we on? This? I guess it's like 3.
3. Strange Aeons 3.
Aeons. Alright, I am also now live. Hello, everyone.
Hello, my love.
Hello.
I forgot to copy that. Oh. Gross. I hate it.
Just for you guys.
Absolutely hate it. Alright.
Thank you. I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it. I'm gonna post the most like mundane one in the announcements because I'm an idiot and forgot to copy the one I put out.
It's
just
the
gonna be
Gear
like-
Dragon. Woo!
It's gonna be like, hey yo. Hey, and if mine's active, you know what that means? Hey, rerolls. So I know you guys are kind of hurting up.
Hey.
Hey.
So let's see your points. There's a give a hero / force point to a player or yourself or to an NPC. How does that work in Pathfinder?
So hero points in this one are a bit different. So hero points in Pathfinder, you start with 1, and at level up you get another one. So in this case, you have not used any. So you have 2. We found in Foundry it's best to just make an item that says hero points and keep track of it that way. Because if you do subtract down to 0, it won't delete it. It'll do a strike through, so then you can add it later. So makes it very handy. Which, by the way, I love that by itself, just because it lets you rebuy items that you like using rather than have to go find them again. Okay, so when you use a hero point, you can use it for quite a few different things. You can use it for a +8 before any roll that you're unsure of. You can use it for a +4 after the roll has been made. You may also spend it on a reroll. So if you don't like it, but you can only do one or the other, because you can only spend 1 hero point around unless you have a feat that says otherwise. You may also spend it to change the story in one. Every point will change it in some small way. You can either change the story itself, or you can also adjust your character and basically cheat in a small way. Usually 1 point per thing you're cheating. Like if you say you didn't take Fireball, you decide you are the right level to cast Fireball. You have a slot that could have been Fireball. You can say, "Hey, can I cast Fireball here and use up one of my slots?" Be like, "Yeah, that's 1 point." Now let's say you're like you don't have a slot left. I want a slot back and I want Fireball. That's 2 points.
What if you're not a caster?
You're not gonna be able to take Fireball usually because like that would be like far too many to just let you do it.
Sure.
But you might be able to do something else because sometimes you can say, "Hey, how many hero points could it be to run over and take that blow for someone?" Speaking of, you can also spend hero points to move your turn next. And I did confirm. Whoever told me this was different, it's not. You don't get a full turn. You get another. You can also spend it during your turn to get another standard action. Someone told me you get another full turn by spending one, and that's wrong. Check. Last session. But I've been running for that for like a year.
Let's
But
say
during
I
your
wanted to find a spare bullet on the ground. Could I use a hero point for that?
I would probably give you more than one, but yes.
Gabriel is waterboarding you, by the way.
Oh God!
And
All
Nikki.
right, let me open. No. All right, you're gonna slap me with, clap me with a tortilla. All right then.
Ooh, Gabriel, how you doing?
Yeah, he's hydrating me. I need to get. All right, let me get my water. 1 second.
And an Ara Ara.
Those drinks.
Oh my God! I just bought a bunch of big bottles of it too. All right, let's go.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm gonna get something to drink.
To those in my chat, you are going to see my view of the game turn black. That is the workaround we're using for Foundry until I can do the browser-based version. This will basically allow this. I'm using someone else to stream it, and so we're streaming off their Discord. And so basically, whenever I Alt Tab over to my chat or to certain other windows, it's going to do that. So I apologize, but
If you can
Also-
guess whose browser we're using, you get a free Nilla wafer.
dude, I love Nilla wafers. I seriously just had like 6 of the not 6 in a row, but I bought a big pack of those damn things.
Love
I
those
got
things.
something similar right now, except they are lemon snaps.
Oh wait, no, Nilla wafers are the vanilla ones. I'm thinking of Necco wafers.
Necco wafers, yeah.
Ooh, all right, I'm back. Today I am drinking a non-alcoholic beverage, a
drink
sparkling white tea, cranberry, and ginger soda.
Interesting.
Why
Or
we're gonna
floofy.
the start of a narration? God damn it! Ugh.
And Gabriel, yes, I would love to have a deco body pillow. I need to make one.
I want a body pillow. My avatar is nice and curvy. It'll be a nice one.
Yeah.
I know who'll buy the first one.
Update. The drink is disgusting.
Update.
Oh.
Switching to alcoholic beverages.
Throw some alcohol in there.
I could.
It won't make it taste better, but it'll be a lot more tolerable.
Okay, for anyone in chat, we are going to be doing a recap from the start of the campaign since it's not that far. And we're going to just so that Brothulu is all caught up, since we do have Brothulu today, as you can see. So, we are missing the Vanguard Angel, and we'll have Goblin another time, I'm sure. So, starting from the start, you guys were first in a haze of yellow mist. You seem to be in a town being chased by a large amount of people, as well as one thumping footstep. And as you spread out and flew and moved in your different directions, this tattered man of yellow cloth and black eyes, and seeming holding some sort of war razor and lashing you down with yellow cloth, seemed to procedurally kill each and every one of you, each of you leaving a bit of a word for the last survivors, until it turns out that it was someone saying, "Wake up, save me." Upon waking up, you woke up in cells in a really dismal basement with a rather sinister masked woman dressed as a sort of nurse doctor's office, hacking a man apart that seemed to be the one shouting for you. Upon waking up, you saw that she was kind of teasing and taunting him as the gargoyle in your party lured her to his side, where the prisoner kicked her in the back, where the gargoyle was able to grab her and hold her there. As such, another party member snatched the keys off her belt. As she broke free of the grab, it proceeded to slice and dice the prisoner to death, while then you all managed to unlock yourselves. Proceeding to fight and realizing she was quickly being outnumbered, she tried to flee but then was knocked out. You guys searched the area and eventually found your gear in the room, found that she had separated the valuable things out into sacks and then some other things to burn, and then found another room filled with bodies that also had the animal companion of your Blood Rager companion with you. And it seems that the stairway up had been collapsed, but there was a body chute that leads upwards that you could have taken. You also found an incinerator that seemed to be off, but also functional, seemed to be a star-fueled one, and it looked very magically teched. One of your party members broke the valve to make it safe as you interrogated what turns out to be doppelganger that was posing as a sadistic doctor. She seemed to prove through conversation that she wasn't that smart, although she does seem to have an unearthly ability that seems insanely fast for all doppelgangers, able to change in a moment and warp into whatever she chooses at a split second compared to the seconds it takes a normal one. She seemed praised, but your one of your party members, who doesn't remember his name, does seem to charm her enough that she seemed less hostile and seemed to give you some intel that you seem to be in an area and that there's someone named that she just refers to as him that'll give you a blessing if you ask for your greatest wish, and seems to have something to do with the fact that she seems to be a converted, rather simple townsfolk turned into a doppelganger. Proceeding up, not the body shaft, but the incinerator shafts, you found your way to a boiler. However, before you reached that boiler, you were accosted by a pair of Zoogs and 3 dire rats. They all came sliding down the tubes at you and attacked you in the middle of the tube. Really only able to reach your gargoyle and irritating him a lot. But you managed to slay all of them. Leaving that room, you found a barricade with some survivors on it who didn't believe that you were anything but doppelgangers and sent you forward. So they basically said bringing back some dead doppelgangers, and then maybe they would consider you allies, which indicated the doppelganger problem is a bit more widespread. As such, as you proceeded in, you fought some giant monster scorpion centipedes as you looted a storeroom, and beyond that, you got attacked by a bit of an undead swarm of severed hands and heads, as well as a doppelganger who almost fooled your Azamar friend and to stab her in the neck with a scalpel. He tried to flee into a room, which as he opened the door, it seemed to alert some ghouls within that tried to rush the door and attack you. As such, you heard shouting from within that seemed to be shouting for help that came from a door south of the ghouls. You went to leave, but as you heard it shouting in pain, you went to come forward, and you heard the voice shout, beware, or that was when you were fighting the ghouls, so watch the door right as she opened it. A cruel silhouette cast out across the room as this doctor-like monstrous woman came out, seemed to be another of the doppelgangers. As you went to fight her, and she seemed fairly lethal at first until your gargoyle managed to get her into a pinned position, and then the avatar of death, the unnamed fellow who is apparently death on wheels with a maul, proceeded to crush her head. As such, you found her victim in that room, who is actually another doppelganger. His name is Patrick, and he said that he was actually one of the ghouls who she managed to kind of fool him in the sense that she convinced him somehow to, as he was transformed into one of the doppelgangers, and even was kind of on their side until she strapped him down and began dicing him as her next test subject, which seemed to bring his sanity back to him, as far as he's said. He took on the guise of, as you convinced him to come back, as he seems to be actually quite sane and quite decent, actually, as you found out that he was a man who had killed the man who had killed his wife and daughter in a rather brutal and sadistic fashion. But otherwise, said that he's, he believes he belonged in the asylum that you're in, but otherwise is not a monster. In any case, you trusted him and brought him back. He took on the guys at first to seem a little less intimidating, worried that if there were some orderlies or something, they might not trust him. As he took on the guise of a human priestess who he trusted from childhood and then brought up. You admitted immediately that she was a doppelganger to them, as then you met a woman that you saw who introduced herself as Winter Kloxa. She said that she was a visiting priestess of Pharasma who came to this place. And she was skeptical, and you talked to her a bit, but she also did talk you past the guards, who, even with your tribute of dead doppelgangers, seemed not to believe you and didn't want to bring your doppelganger friend in. She was hesitant about the doppelganger, but you did manage to convince her that they would be an asset. And as such, she allowed them in and basically simply said that asset you will help with chores and basically keep people alive here, since almost no one is strong enough to escape out. The one other major thing of note is a red curtain that is to the east that is hiding a rather odd fleshy eye. The eye itself seems to have fangs in the center of its eyes, and then it seems to be crying and sobbing and whimpering. And Winter alerted you that this eye used to be a person. It is one of the fates that befell someone in this horrible place that is just otherworldly and unnatural. Of the thing of whatever is in here is just turning everybody into monstrosities of all sorts. And so they put up a curtain to try to give it some level of privacy to, as she pointed out, that don't approach it as it starts to get upset, as it lingers too much around other people, as it seems to miss its old life. But at the same time, then if they leave it alone in there too long, it starts to despair as well. So, otherwise, then she brought you in. There seem to be a total of 12 survivors that are not the guys on the walls. And you were offered rest. She said she'll bring you food tomorrow, since they are rationing heavily. So you won't be getting anything but water tonight. But they will share their supplies with you. You guys did offer some trail rations to extend their time, because she warned you that originally they had only 7 man days. You extended it by offering what food a lot of you had in your bags, and extended to 11 or 12 man days for all the people here, which has severely increased their amount of food for this time. From there, then we will be. This is where we left off. You guys had a night of rest, and you leveled up, and we will be proceeding from here. I'll peek back at my chat because I know they're probably imitating an animal. Deckle getting clapped. That's not a. How do I imitate? I'll do it. Nikki, I don't know how to do that. That's not an animal. You broke me a little, Nikki. Thanks. All right, your time is yours. I'm going to unpause the game. Feel free to go where you want. As I've just so you know, Berthulu, I do pause the game if you move somewhere that I need to address and I notice it. Also, sometimes there might be points you guys move and I don't notice it, and I'll need to basically say, "Hey, roll it back." But in any case,
couple of questions.
What's up?
I noticed during that you made mention of one of our party members not knowing their names.
Correct.
Is that true for all of us?
So, in the player's guide, when you made your character, you get to choose how much amnesia you have. The only amnesia that you are guaranteed to have is you have a period of time in your immediate past. You have no idea how long it is right now, and you don't know it. You can choose to make it longer. It recommends that you do stay fairly amnesiastic. Is that a word? Amnestic?
Amnestics are what you use to make people amnesiac.
Yeah, you might want to look at your stream source right now for the for Foundry.
Me?
Yeah, it's showing a blank screen.
No, it does that whenever if I have Foundry up, it appears back on, and then it goes back. Like, it's blank when I'm on certain windows.
Huh.
Okay, so I'm as amnesiac as I want to be.
Yes.
Amnesiatic.
And just understand that there's a period of time that you will not know how much it is, and it is extending back. You don't know when the last point you can tell me when the last thing you remember is, but that could be 10 years ago. You don't know.
Gotcha.
There's a period of time you have that is not remembered by any players or animal. Animal companions here. Oh yes, and just for your knowledge, Noxus is the little blue snake that you see that's usually standing near the barbarian. That's her familiar.
Gotcha.
It's a sea snake, and it seems to be a fae with very intelligent and seems to be very chatty. Barbarian is fairly sullen. Well, Blood Ranger.
Fun.
Hey, by the way, your goal for this campaign is to get Noxus's true fae name.
Good luck with that.
Grick doesn't know what his goal is. He just knows he has one.
All right, I got some water now because I'm not gonna hydrate with rye.
that's gonna dehydrate you, hon.
Yeah, that's some return to Zerk shit, and I'm not about it.
It was me on my
What's the
Disney
rye?
trip.
Of course you do.
Okay. All right. That's a lot to take in. A lot of shit has happened in the last 2 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, where we're at right now is we're helping out this lady with taking care of the folks that are here. While
Correct.
also
She
trying to
answered-
figure out our own shit.
She
And not
answered
get
about
turned
5 of your own questions that you asked. She said she'd answer a small amount, then she'd give you your rest. And she said if you wanted more of her help and support and anything, then she would ask that you just help with some chores tomorrow after you rest. And then she'll make sure you're fed in the middle of your chores. And after that, she will answer any question else you have and help you moving forward.
Is it this one right here? By the door?
Yes.
Okay.
The black-haired one. That's her.
Well, just to get the ball rolling, Grick is going to approach her. I'll just move him right over here. Ah, what is all this? Why did that pop up? Anyways, and he's going to offer to help out around. What can I do to assist you?
So are we gonna? So okay. So we'll just say we're starting the next morning after you guys rest. Then that's cool with everyone.
I'm good with rest. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
assumed that's where we had started off. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's what I assumed too. I just want to make sure before I don't want to over narrate and someone be confused. I want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Gotcha, gotcha.
One second, I need something open here, and it's not. Why is it showing me anything but? I hate it. Trust me, this has been a running issue. Like this happened with the mummy's mask, and it's irritating me. But
There's a lot of style and convenience, but it's not quite perfect. Damn you, Foundry. Great for Pathfinder, though. Goddamn.
well, Foundry is amazing. It's a little harder to not harder. I'm less familiar for streaming. That's its main complaint for me. But I mean, this little flickering thing is I should have just done what Nikki. Nikki said switch to the browser version. I should have practiced that and done that earlier. But suffice to say, stressed out about other stuff keeping me. All right, so okay, I am all set with it then. Apologies for the. Also, is it blank for my screen constantly, or do you guys ever see?
Yes.
No, you do. No, I see it over
Well,
there.
I've been watching it, so it pops up to show the map. I would say about a tenth of the time.
So it only I know when it's showing up, and I realize why I think it's showing up more. It's only showing up when I mouse over the.
It's gone right now.
Yeah, it's only showing up when I'm mousing over my taskbar.
Oh,
What the?
Oh my goodness.
That's why the hell? Or if I'm staring directly at it. You know, if I had my second monitor up, I bet it'd be fine. I bet if I put it up over there, it probably would be active. Okay, we're gonna try something here. We are going to pop it back into Discord. Wait, why would that even change it?
Because Windows loads a preview of the tab when you mouse over your taskbar.
Right, I'm just. Oh, don't show that. So I think we need to. There. Apologies for the delay. Let's just get this sorted, and then we should be good.
You're good.
Hopefully. Discord announcements from me. That's not it, right? That's just my channel. You know what? Here, before we do this, well, let me change one thing. I know you guys are looking at that right now. We're gonna move this, and we're gonna switch to studio mode. So I can fuck with it without concern. I'm gonna pop something private up. Something I don't randomly. Wait, that's probably the right window. I just don't have the stream up full screen. Okay. See if that works now. Nope.
we need
Still
some
does that.
fun history facts while this is going on.
I know, right? Need some introspective cowboy.
Yeah, that's what he's amazing at. Wow, 9 viewers.
Came up with a new band name today.
All right,
yeah?
fuck it.
What's the
What's
new
that?
band
I'll
name?
just
Mac and the
I'll just let you
Smoky
guys.
South.
I'll let you guys just honor system it and just try not end anyone in chat. No, I'll just put on Foundry itself for now, and then I will fix it later.
Uh-oh. Nikki.
Can I stop streaming then?
You can stop streaming. I will switch over to Foundry and hopefully not show too much when I'm switching around.
Nikki wants that da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Okay, so you guys are gonna see a lot. Fun thing is, some of my stuff I actually hid So that's kind of funny because anyone in my stream, you want to see a fun little secret that I'm not afraid to share? You'll notice that the names of the survivors are hidden in in Cthulhuid text, and I did that on my end just because I know who they are. But
That's brilliant, though.
like, if you look at you guys could look right now if you want to see because there's nothing.
Okay,
I don't.
okay, yeah.
If
I
you
was
guys
about
want
to
to look,
ask if we could look.
if you want to look right now and watch my mouse, I'm literally
Oh,
because they all have a number and I have them on. It's literally called Cthulhuid, and so it's like that's me because if I have mouse over you guys, I see names. I should actually put my character's name on that, not mine. But yeah. So, and then I don't know if you guys see these markers.
I can't. No.
Yeah, these are journal markers. Okay, so I need to put actual tokens for the survivors in here then. I thought you could see these ones. But these are basically the journal icons that if I click on them, they're going to open the journal and tell me what that NPC is. But suffice to say, all the secrets are shown on mine, so if you guys could. I can hide it if I'm smart, but eventually I'm going to be because if I click on my character, this is all they see. Now the stream only sees that. So
I actively. I'll have it up sometimes, like if my computer is acting fine, but I actively try not to watch your stream for this exact reason. Like,
well, normally I want it to be fine, and I want you guys to be able to spend your points, and I'm sure that our viewers will see quite a bit then, but because there's quite a bit hidden behind the walls, and my entire map is here. Like I literally, I did not to toot my own horn, but I did a good job populating this map with everything, and every sheet is here. I do not need to go in the book for any monster, like including the bosses. So it's like I am ready. But anyways, so we're good to go.
My
and yeah, you were approaching the girl. What's up, Deckle?
I put the art in Strange Aeon channel.
Oh, I can grab that real quick and. I love the eyes. They actually remind me of your stream avatar. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but
It was a happy coincidence.
nothing wrong with that. All right, we're going to change this right now, and then. But yes, whatever conversation you want to have, you don't need to wait for me, Berthulu. If you are ready, I am ready to.
Yeah, Grick is gonna approach our hostess, and he's gonna be like, "Heard you needed a hand with things. If there's something I can help out with, I'd love to."
Quite a few things. What are you good at?
I'm not entirely weak. Pretty smart, if I do say so myself. Whatever menial tasks you might need, carrying things around or reorganizing things. If you got any books, I can take care of them.
What do you mean take care of books? She kind of raises an eyebrow.
You know, crunching the numbers, figuring a few things out.
Ah, got it. Fair enough. Well, we have one issue as we have one of our members has fallen a bit ill, but so if you would like. And then another is we have some wounded that I am not able to fully heal yet as I need to deal with and keep some of my magic for emergencies. And then let's see. There are plenty of people that are hallucinating, having issues, either from fear or they are just simply they were here as patients prior, if you'd like to take care of any of them. We need people to prepare firewood. As you've seen, the storm brings the entire place very cold. So we have been basically taking any splintered furniture and fallen support beams and break it apart and make some fires to keep us warm. And then finally, if you want to prepare food, we need to try to make all the food we have extend longer.
I can certainly help gather you up a little bit of firewood.
By all means.
Yeah, remember the buddy system. Let me go with you, friend.
Oh, it's all in this room. They don't leave much if they don't have to.
Oh.
You would notice one thing, though, as you had this major nightmare the night prior you slept, you guys slept amazingly. It just seemed to be like all of you would have had a shared dream again, but it just seemed to be of an open violet field. Just seemed to be, or rather, a field filled with violets, and then trees that seemed kind of purple and black leaved, and then the sky seemed very serene and star filled. And none of you saw each other, but you all had the same just peaceful safeness. It just seemed to kind of radiate from where you are. But when you woke up, you were back in reality, but it definitely felt a big difference from the yellow dream you had prior.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll start looking around. I guess if it's pretty much confined to this room, we'll start looking around for firewood. But I'd also like him to start.
Let me re-clarify for you. It's they have the splintered furniture in the fallen scorpions. They need it chopped up.
Oh,
All
I
they need
see.
you is they just need you to break it up in a good amount.
I can help assist you with that if you want.
Chopping it up is no good. Where is there like a pile of it somewhere in here?
Yes, they have a pile of it in the southwest corner.
In the southwest corner.
All they have for breaking apart is a combat hand axe, which is ill suited for chopping, and a crowbar. If you have anything that would make a better tool for it or a decent skill for it, it'd probably be wise.
I mean, this is a ruse. I'm trying to like look around. So, as I walk over there, that's gonna get old. Let me just pop this back in and make it smaller. I popped out my character sheet to make it more convenient, but every time I move my character, it like pops up.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry for that.
No, it's okay.
Oh yeah, I've had that issue.
I probably don't have that issue because when I'm normally with on two monitors, my character sheet is just always on the front of the other thing, so I probably never noticed it did that.
Yeah. Some
Okay.
Lon Ranches, welcome to the channel. Bite the wood in half. Yes, the gargoyle might be able to do that. No, I'm kidding.
Let me see here.
Kind of looking at the pile with you, like, yep, mm-hmm.
I want to do a.
It's a union job.
So he's gonna pull out his like brass knuckles and start just like trying to like punch the wood in half. But then he's gonna kind of like look around, and I want to do a bluff, and he's gonna say something along the lines of, "Must be like, doesn't seem like you're gonna have very much firewood and whatnot around here. Probably be a little bit more useful if I could go out and look around here and maybe see if I can find some more." Or, actually, no, I think I'd rather do a perception around the room to see if I can see anything odd outside of like a room full of just like fucked up people. You know what I mean? Like not necessarily.
Okay, so you're looking for things. You're looking for things that look a little out of place.
Yeah, out of place. Let's just go ahead and do a perception in here first before I start moving out of this room. There it is. Oh shit. I don't just click perception. There's there we go. Oof. I think that's a solid 10.
Okay. So looking about, you see that none of them seem to be particularly in great straits, but they all seem to have a vigilance about them. There seems to be they always have one of the guards in here as well. Just kind of watching everyone else as you realize that the doppelganger paranoia is definitely very strong. They're definitely keeping a close eye on Patrick for that reason. Did I drag Patrick down here? I thought I did. Oh, nope, he's still up there. But they seem to be making their best to look about, and you don't see anything that's jumping out at you, I'm afraid. I wish I had something to give you more than that, but really there's nothing other than the rudimentary survival system they have going on here. In order to help with your chore a little bit, I suppose, what I will offer is, you do know that the Blood Rager seems to have both an abundance of weapons at her disposal, like she has a lot, and also, like, not that it'd be wonderful, but she does have a survival hatchet, which would be better suited for chopping.
Let me know when the next person can make their action.
Are you looking further, or are you comfortable with me switching over to Stormy for a sec?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Greg was gonna attempt at actually helping out and chopping some wood.
Yeah. You can just give me a scrap.
I want to go and talk to and attempt to console some of the people who are delirious.
Sure. Grick, if you want to give me a survival roll, and then we will switch over focus there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there you go. Solid 5.
Yeah, the brass knuckles is not really effective on this, as you like are actually starting to like you feel like you're closer to breaking your fingers than getting any amount of good wood. There seems to be one of the guards that is kind of watching you and just kind of raises an eyebrow, like what, like looks to your work, looks to your hand, looks to you, looks to your work.
Yeah, Grick's just gonna kind of like shrug and smile.
He just looks at you. I feel the same way some days, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to think you're just like
Letting
getting
off
it out of you.
Yep.
All right, so to you. Sorry, I gotta use the names to remember that. What was the nicknames? I see Frederick here, but what was the nickname that your character was?
Gronk.
Gronk?
Frederick von Gronk is his full name, and he remembers Gronk.
All right, Gronk.
Gronk will go and kind of walk around the beds and will use a perception roll to see who kind of stands out the most to him as not belonging.
Currently the situation seems to be a little kind of edgy by the ones that seem to be a little bit more, as with the punching noises from the stone kind of go, you see that there's a woman who seems to be dressed as a nurse, who is currently with her arms out keeping a what looks like a very panicked young man, no, decently young, kind of standard adult really. It seems like he's kind of in a corner and paranoid, as she seems to be trying to like hold him there, and like seems like something's going on.
I'll walk over there and I'll walk over there. Which corner is that in?
That would be the northwest corner.
All right, so I'll just kind of place myself up here.
She kind of glances at you. It's clear she's focusing all of her attention on what's going on. Let me get the. She seems to be a. Looks like she does have some guard things on her body, like some leather armors, and she seems maybe around 30-ish, but definitely seems to look very stern. But otherwise, a kind of full-figured beauty to her face, and but otherwise she looks to you and has a rather calming voice. Just a hello, newcomer. I'm a bit preoccupied right now. If you're looking for medicine, and she seems to be kind of like hedging this guy in. The fellow himself is middle-aged. Or no, why are they calling him middle-aged when the other page told me he's 20? He's supposed to be 27.
Don't tell me that's middle aged.
To be fair, in a fantasy setting, that's pretty middle aged.
Ugh. Ugh. Anyways. I can see that, Mom. Remember if that was my character's voice or not, but do you need a hand with restraining this one?
If you can do it calmly, anything that if I don't allow anyone to hurt Loic, it's not his fault. He's usually quite calm and quite nice, actually, but he needs to take his tincture. Right now,
Yes.
he won't convince. He won't believe. He saw the last doppelganger someone brought in, and he's a bit paranoid.
Well, I can't guarantee that he's going to like this, but I'll guarantee you that he'll take that tincture of yours.
What are you planning? She seems to give you a.
Well, I'm planning to give you results. I'm going to restrain him for you.
No. We need to convince him to take it, or he'll be worse next time. You're just going to make my job harder the next time I need to do this. Eventually, he'll tire out, and I can handle it here without violence. If you grab him, he will panic.
Yeah, let's try that then. Hey, good sir. No one here is going to hurt you. You just need to take your medicine.
My sister said it. Your sister said that. No, I can't trust you. I can't. No. You
You can't
you all
trust
are wearing
me.
faces. You're all wearing faces. You're not wearing your own faces.
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even remember my own face. So I don't have
You
anything
see,
on that.
because he's just like, like, and everyone's like, you just hear someone go, "Shut up, Loic!" Coming from
Loic, here's a question for you, Loic. Do you remember your own face?
he kind of starts reaching up to his own face and just what happened to my face? Did you take my
Well,
face?
no. Hold on. You can, if you take this tincture that she has, you'll remember your face. I guarantee it.
You're better with diplomacy or a bluff.
Diplomacy, they're the same. We're gonna go with diplomacy. You know, that's a bluff. I don't know if he'll remember his face if he takes it.
Haha!
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
What a way to start. All right.
hey! Is that a natural 20? That sure is.
So you see his chest heaving, and he's like, "I'll remember. I'll remember." As like she steps forward to reach forward to it, and he kind of snatches it a bit and drinks it like a man starving, or rather thirsting to death, I suppose.
You see,
But
can you explain his face to me a little bit, just in like a sentence or two?
slightly balding with a longer and sharp chin.
You see, remember your receding hairline and your sharp chin like a dagger. You see, you remember that now. You see, it worked.
He kind of feels it. He's like, I do. It's just you see that the nurse is kind of just like making a hand signal, like, okay, tone it down a sec. As she steps forward and kind of just puts an arm around him, and she like just calms him down. So she gives you a very kind, like eyed nod, like she's thankful for your help. But she does get him to sit down and helps him make sure that he drinks the last of the tincture as well. But it seems it's going to take the better part of some time and probably some relaxation to get him off well, I don't want to say crazy train, but the anxiety train.
Yeah. I'll turn to the nurse and say, "Well, I think you did a good job with your tincture, but if you need any more assistance, just remember to call for Dr. Gronk. Thank you."
Dr. Gronk. Thank you, Dr. Gronk.
I'll chuckle and kind of walk off. And whoever wants to go next.
Well, I suppose that leaves Deco for a potential who hasn't had a chance yet.
Yeah, I was gonna check on Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick is currently working at. Looks like they're trying to make some tools out of some areas they've turned into what seems to be just as they've tried a bit more of like what you've seen some of the others, as they seem to be in the same body you saw them as, but their fingers seem to be long and sharp. But they seem to be using such to whittle. She kind of looks at you and just I don't suppose you heard about you all seem to be sleeping so soundly no one wanted to wake you, but there was a bit of a interesting occurrence in the night.
Oh, what happened?
There was, let's just say, one of my kin. I think you alluded to her from down below. The other, I'd seen her prior. The other doctor.
Oh,
Seems
yes.
that she had found a moment when someone stepped out of it outside to come back in as one of the guards. Seems like she was trying to get in, but she didn't anticipate seeing me. She let it down for a moment. She seemed to recognize me, though. I didn't think we could recognize. I don't know what she saw, but the moment she made eye contact with me, she flickered. She got caught. She seemed to flee back down that way. She kept shouting that she was friends with you lot and pointing at you, but none of you seemed awake.
Well, she's certainly not in her right state of mind.
No, that's what the black-haired woman said. She's disturbed and needs help like the others, but she also said we're not in any state to bring her in. I reminded them that you said that you had kept her in a cell at one point, so I figured that means she's probably still dangerous. She seemed very dangerous when I met her.
Yes, she made an agreement to not hurt us, but who knows how long that would last.
I have no idea. I worry that she was trying to infiltrate this place, though.
True. Or just looking for someone, but either way, she's definitely dangerous.
If only we knew higher level magic. You see, Winter looks over and gives a bit of a nod. Just that I wish I had more experience for you lot, but unfortunately, I only have so much.
Yeah. This whole situation is. Anyway.
Quite bad? Terrible?
Yes,
Terrifying?
that.
How did the night's sleep treat you? Anything to report?
It was.
Feel any better?
It was fairly pleasant, actually. She compared to the last time.
You do notice that Winter seems fairly at home. Not at home, maybe, but at least she doesn't seem to be staring at Patrick with any real, like, rueful nature. It's clear she's keeping an eye on her, but otherwise, doesn't seem like it's that bad. Like, It seems like they've come to an understanding.
Well, as long as you're getting along well, is there anything that you need help with?
Yeah, we still need. You might want to help your friend with the firewood over there. Otherwise, if you want to prepare food or maybe see about tending to some of our injured.
Not much of a healer, as far as I know, but I can help out with the chores.
These are the chores we need. We have plenty of people who can do more mundane things.
Yeah, no, I meant, actually, she looks over to the, Blood Rager. I thought I saw you had an axe, Sandy, perhaps?
Yeah, to which she reaches down and pulls out the hatchet and holds it out to you.
Do you mind if I borrow this?
As long as it's borrowing and not just taking.
Of course not. I'll take the hatchet over and go help, Grick, process the wood more efficiently.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival. You'll get a bonus due to the one, and you won't get the. Let's just say the reason I express that your fingers started to hurt so bad. And also, I realized my music isn't playing. SCP soup, cheeseburgers, and potatoes. Wonderful. I turned them up, by the way, so you guys should be hearing a bit more.
Can I lobby for this?
Gabriel was asking about SCP, and I'm like, yeah, it's soup, cheeseburger, potatoes. It's a group of food enthusiasts.
The secure, contain, protect. Also, what is it? There's a term for the actual SCPs themselves. I forget what those are. But yeah, we can talk about that another time, Gabriel. I don't want to detract too much from the game. But yeah, the reason that the doctor ? I just think of doctor. Do you concur, doctor?
Doctor.
What is it? But the brain. The reason your fingers begin hurt, the DC goes up if you're using a tool that's improper, and then failing by 10 or more on top of that means that that was like the bad Kill Bill moment. To see.
Gotcha.
Not the really bad, but like her practicing.
I was going to lobby for this to be a strength-based survival roll.
That's reasonable.
Okay, then add to the roll.
That works. We can do it that way. Wow. Yeah. So as they're kind of struggling their way through it, you step up there and you proceed to. It does take you the better part of an hour. But do give me a strength check. You do get a bonus on that one to give me a straight strength one.
Straight strength. All right.
Yep. Just to determine if you get tired by it. So if anything that helps you with hard work, exhaustion, etc.
Well, that's a whopping 6.
Okay, so it does fatigue you a bit, but you do manage to make enough scrap wood to keep the fires burning. Looks like it gives you quite a bit for a night, as well as quite a bit of excess of firewood, just because of the tool and the technique. One of the guards, as she steps over and looks, Denman? Here's another thing. Oh no, that's a gentleman. But he seems a little on the twitchy side. But otherwise, like you saw him on the wall, just like kind of like a ratty brown hair. But she looks at just like you handled that very well. A lot of people have been trying and get only a couple chunks and a lot of splinters. He kind of gives a glance to Grick.
I seem to have skill with tools, as far as I can tell.
He gives a nod.
Grick's gonna be like, was I not supposed to be making fire starter here?
I mean,
Did you make fire starter? He kind of looks down.
Yeah, what do
well,
you
it's
think
like
these
a.
splinters are? I'm gonna do a little bluff here to convince him.
Absolutely.
13. Oh no.
Grunk knows you're full of shit. He's the guy you're talking to seems uncertain. He looks at you and kind of raises an eyebrow. I try not to question people about that kind of stuff. Good job, both of you. Then
He's just gonna give like a sly thumbs up.
Yeah, I'll just give a nod.
Say, seems like you have a pretty limited amount of firewood around here. Got any plans for acquiring more in case this runs out?
I mean, there's rooms I suppose that we haven't looted yet, but they're kind of overrun with undead and ghouls. But I mean, I saw you drug in a couple dead ghouls, so maybe a couple rooms that might have more, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to branch out and cure more of this place if we're gonna find more food.
Yes, I suggest that we all split up and no.
I think
Uh,
that's a bad idea.
Scooby Doo style.
Yeah, I think that if we all go together, we can cover a lot more ground quickly due to all the enemies.
Quick meta question. Am I supposed to have question marks for everybody's names, or was I?
Yeah, that's just a setting. I need to change anything once you know each other. It's not a big deal,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I will.
What's
Basically, once
Sal's name, right?
Rick is gonna nervously look at this one for a second, and then return back to conversation.
Yes, out of character, you don't know my name because I don't know my name.
okay. So we'll take the first one then. In the meanwhile, as you guys are working, you see that that Nyx is using. Oh yeah, I gotta roll for the aid of her companion. Give it one of these to do. Okay, between Nyx and Noxus, they seem to be working at taking some of the food and making a bit of a stew out of it. They do a decent job. They make a meal that sees everyone fed. At the same, winter comes over with some of the materials. It seems to be, pardon me, onion mixed with a lot of dried and then kind of rehydrated beef, and it's definitely watered down, but it seems like she did a decent job. Nothing amazing. A lot of collected water and basics, but less wasteful than it probably was. But otherwise, it seems like a lot of the survivors seem to be very happy with her, at least somewhat. Not as amazing as it could have been, though. Which just leaves as far as really just the wounded. That seems to be the only other thing that you might just want to check and see what their wounds are. You might be able to handle before you. I mean, or you could just ditch out on it, but that will probably result in the survivors looking at you unfavorably.
I know sometimes if none of the characters have the skill, we can use a cardboard character skill, right?
Correct.
I think our cleric is not here tonight.
Oh, yeah, Serafina. Yeah, she actually probably
Mm-hmm.
has heal. Oh, she does. Yeah, so we can let her do it. For narrative's sake, since there's not a whole lot, I didn't do a whole lot for mine either, I suppose, but yeah, you would see that she's tending to, looks like a pair there. There seems to be a woman with a broken arm and several broken ribs, and she's set very poorly. And then, otherwise, there's a very beaten up young boy. And he seems to have a lot of bites and claws all over him. And yeah, this includes long-term care, so this is basically just her just doing long-term care for each of them. So each of them gets a heal check. She does have assistance, so she gets the rerolls. Better. Not so better. Okay. We'll get those closed. Okay, luckily it's only a 10 for that one with a +2. That still is the baseline success. So she's able to give them a little bit and enough that they'll probably heal a bit more overnight, but neither of them's wonderful. Go ahead and give me perceptions, by the way, though.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Oh. Ooh.
What's the matter, Stormy?
Oh no, I just didn't roll very well. I got +6 on perception.
Yeah, I got a. Both me and Stormy got 10, and then fucking Deckle over here rolling a nat 20.
Gosh, there's dice physics on here. Like you can drag the dice around
Oh yeah.
and like collide them with other dice and re-roll them.
It doesn't actually change your roll, so I don't think you
Yeah.
can. All right. So as you guys are about Sal, you notice that there is one person as they are working, and she's performing some long-term care for the people over here. You would see that down here by where they're chopping and where you two are, there seems to be a woman right here that is just watching. She seems to be staring at Serafina as she helps them. She's watching in particular with your check. She seems to be paying particularly mind when she's minding the young boy. She seems to be dressed like a potential, looks like in the same garb that you've seen a couple people that were patients, although she is wearing what looks like some rudimentary leather armor.
I see.
I'll roll a diplomacy check just to get on her good side and just be like, somebody you know?
If you'd like to.
I would. 15.
Go ahead and roll me a sense motive with it as well, please.
Wonderful.
Before I narrate what happened with it, I'll...
Try to sense
16.
a motive here. Not so good.
So 15 for diplomacy, 16 for sense motive.
Okay, so as you are watching and you see this watching that way, she looks at you and you don't sense anything hostile from her as she looks, but you can't precisely see why she doesn't respond. She just kind of looks to you and seems to pay you some mind, then looks back, but she's not giving you hostile vibes, and she doesn't seem to like scurry away from you looking at her, if that makes sense. But at the same time, you get the sense that you did improve her disposition towards you, but still no response.
Is the boy being well taken care of? Is that something I would have noticed with my perception? Like, is working on him.
I mean, if you took 10 and with the one, you could see that she's doing an okay job. It's like she could be doing better. The kid's definitely whimpering a lot, and he's in a lot of pain. And it definitely seems like, I would say, with your sense motive, what I will give you is it seems to, whenever he makes a particularly loud outcry, it seems to draw the attention of this woman.
All right, noted. She cares for the boy, doesn't care that I know. How old does she seem?
This woman seems fairly young. She seems higher side of her teens, probably 19 or 20. Human. Looks like she has some elven blood, as her ears are slightly pointed, but not enough to be considered half elven.
Yeah, well, that other person next to me has a demon face, so who knows what the fuck that means, honestly.
Who has the demon face?
Patrick?
Obviously not Gronk.
I don't.
Oh, yeah, Patrick.
I don't want to say it out loud because I don't know who all can see that, and that was an inside thought, so I don't want to create too much discourse.
That's not what they currently look like, by the way.
No, that's what they look like when you met them. And so it's like they currently look like a kind of pale, blonde-haired woman with a rather kindly disposition. But
That's what they looked like earlier in the session.
no, that's always what that character. That's their token always looks like that. But as long as you know it's them. If you didn't know it's them, then I might replace it with something else. But
Dude, I swear earlier it was I'm going crazy in real life. I swear earlier it was something else.
Oh, good, demonic. It's only demons in the computer. It's fine.
I just assumed it had something to do with the fact that Stormy earlier typed something in crazy fucking Cthulhuid speech.
Oh, they're playing with gobbledygook.
Oh my goodness.
One of the add-ons is gobbledygook. If you type in a language that's not yours, you'll.
Common.
Anyway.
I did
you were
common.
Yeah, you did do common. I remember I moused over and saw it was common. I was like, what?
Bro, has added common.
Why? It should be. It was on there by default earlier.
I've had that issue before where it doesn't list all your languages.
Yeah, it seems to be a little wonky.
What would that be under?
Under attributes, languages.
Yeah, it should actually be orange if you haven't selected any. And then your
Yeah.
choices.
Common's on here. Should be common, goblin, orc, elven, draconic.
Yeah, that was happening with Deckle too. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if Deckle ever fixed it, but
It seems to be working this time. I didn't change anything. I don't know.
It was on common earlier. I don't know what happened.
I wish I could tell you, hon. I know that's annoying.
It's A-okay. Now I'm a little sad because I thought you were fucking with me for campaign reasons, but
I can do that if you want.
I played myself. Okay.
All right. So, if you'd like at this point, after she brings the food, Winter would say if there's anything else you'd like to speak about. If there's anything, it does sound like you guys want to go deeper out, and we would be most likely reliant on you finding an escape from here. But we will obviously house you if you reach us back here. Otherwise, if it gets bad, there are plenty of areas that are made to bunker down in case of riots. I'm not an expert of this asylum, but I did make regular visits before. Otherwise, I don't think we've had a full introduction, so if you have questions about me too, I think it's only fair that I answer. I would normally ask more about you, but given your state, I think that would just be rude, so you can keep the questions to me, I suppose, if you want.
Where are you from?
I am based out of the Maiden's Choir Cathedral in Caliphas. My associates and I came here helping a royal accuser investigate the strangeness in Thrushmore.
There was things happening before the fog?
Yes, Hazerton Lowells. He is the Count of Versex. He appears to have abandoned his duties as one of the nation's rulers. Accuser Omari has reason to believe that Lowells had regular business here in Briarstone. She sent me, along with other associates, to investigate the asylum while she went on to Thrushmore.
Any word back from her?
Not as of yet, no.
This former ruler, does anyone know where he is?
That is what she's going to look. We were investigating a smaller piece of the puzzle as she went to find and investigate. I believe his manor was going to be her first stop. However, with this foul yellow vapor, it seems as if the outside world just turned against us, so I really hope it's just the Briarstone Isle, because if it's the whole world, this is nightmarish. And the weather is beyond anything I've ever seen. The thunder doesn't sound like thunder, it sounds like laughter when you're outside. The rain, it looks like rain and we collect it and we can tell it's water, but if we stick our hand out of the windows, it's covered in blood. This isn't normal reality, yet it's not a dream, it's not a hallucination. And the shapes that scamper and fly within, they seem to know when we're asleep. If we all go to sleep, they seem to start attacking the windows.
If you don't mind my asking, what seemed to be the piece of the puzzle that you were investigating?
Never was able to find out. Unfortunately, it set out when I was still taking inventory. I was supposed to be meeting with the lead doctor, and whatever it was, Lowell seemed to make regular visits to this asylum for something. And he was going to plumb the patient's files with me, but then this began, and we both moved off to assist as things really began kicking off. As whatever that change is, we at first we thought they were just an attack by doppelgangers leading ghouls into the asylum, but we didn't realize they were actually converting. Hell, I wasn't even certain of it until you did, until you confirmed it for me.
Perhaps we can find these files for you.
I would appreciate the assistance. Most importantly, we need to figure out if there's a way out of here to stop this mist.
They're, the doppelganger doctor, the one who apparently tried to come in last night,
Yes?
she said something about a him, someone who's granting their greatest wishes. That,
Oh.
any idea what that is?
The attack. There was a revolt. I was working. The doctor in charge was Dr. Eliage Lissandro. I met her once, and she seemed really capable. And she was helping me with my task when the asylum came under its revolt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what precisely started it, but we knew that there were people that seemed. There were rumors from my other associates that they were some shifting forms, but it didn't seem like a riot. It felt more like a religious movement with the chanting and those moving through them. If you get to the northern halls, you're going to find them held by robed patients. They call themselves the Apostles in Orpiment. Those we've encountered are fanatically devoted to a patient that I know his file he was called Over Xandalus.
Can I do a knowledge check here?
You may try.
On religion on these fanatics?
Sure.
$24.
With that check, you are confident you have never heard of it before this point. That you like. It's not like you don't know anything about it and you're uncertain. This is new, because that's something that you haven't heard before.
Gotcha.
I've never laid eyes on him. I didn't get to meet him. He was one that I was going to investigate. But some of the other survivors worked here before the uprising. They say Xandalus was a quiet man, but his nightmares were the worst. A poet and an artist whose art was disturbing, kind of like the one out of, what was that town? Corvosa. But he always was peaceful enough by himself, but apparently that changed. It seems that shortly after that changed in him, that it seems like in the nights before the uprising, the ones who first had nightmares of exactly what we're seeing were the first to change into like the false doctors you've met. No offense, but Patrick.
Right. So this person might be behind the transformations?
Quite possibly. I've given thought that maybe there's somehow renditions of his nightmares, but they seem to also be somehow dependent on our own as well. I've come to notice that the Desnan Shrine here, Desna seems to be giving us as much protection as her wings allow. It seems a bit safer here than it does elsewhere in the asylum. I made the mistake once of falling asleep in the hallways north of here that you just cleared.
Yes. We all seem to have shared a dream of being murdered before we woke in the basement.
A man dressed in rags?
I guess that's fair. It seemed like they took multiple forms.
We know some people who have woken screaming when they fall asleep outside of the chapel, and many have discussed that they found themselves in a gloomy city vacant of inhabitants, but always seeming like there's danger nearby, and then that a man dressed in rags would murder them.
Yes.
I don't know what it means, but it seems that at least the goddesses tend to us here in the chapel.
I see.
Um, Knowledge local could assist you at this stage with some of the stuff that she's given you.
Knowledge local. All right.
Feel free.
History. Would history help at all either?
Unfortunately, not with this one. This is local and geography are the two I'd be looking for.
Okay, I'll do local.
And it's either or, so it's not a do both.
Uh,
Got an
28
11
here.
for my local.
That gets you some. I'll see what anyone else gets if anyone else wants to make this roll.
Do we have to be I almost said trained, but like class skilled in it?
You have to be trained in it, not class skilled in it, if you want to get above a 10 in this case. So you can roll, and if you roll above a 10, it's just a 10. If you're not trained in it. If you have a point in it, it's not a class skill. That doesn't matter.
Got it. I do not have a point in it, and it's not a class skill.
Deckle, did you roll or no? I don't want
Yes,
to wait
I did.
Deckle nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, make sure to report it in for me.
I said it.
I didn't hear it at all.
Sorry.
So for the 10 check, you would know that Briarstone Asylum, the name of this asylum, is in Versex County in Usalav. You do know with I would say that Sal, or not, you know your name Sal, but I don't know what else to call you.
That's fine. That's a descriptor.
Sal, you would know that you know a bit when she talked about the Usalav royal accusers. They're secretive agents of the Usalavic crown. They're warranted to enforce laws and exact justice without regards for the nation's baroque hierarchy of titles and rank. They're basically there to keep to the laws that are made to follow, regardless of someone's high ranking. They have a reputation of sorts of kind of harsh justice, acting on matters of national importance, and sometimes ending entire noble dynasties.
Mm.
But otherwise, let's see. Okay, the rest has been given on that one, so I just want to double check. The only other thing is, otherwise, I wish I knew more about what was going on. Obviously, we need a way out, and hopefully you find some way out that doesn't lead directly into the fog, because every time anyone has tried going out there, it's just creatures and creatures and creatures. Nightmares. And obviously, if you get out of here, I will see to it that the Royal Accusers reward you well, not just for helping me, but for each person you get out alive. I will ensure it. Please. You have to help us.
Okay.
Let's see if we can't kill two birds with one stone, and perhaps getting some knowledge on those files will also help us get away out of here safely. Do you happen to know where a lot of the information's kept in this asylum?
The offices were in the north section where all the apostles and orpiment are. They're not directly always hostile, but they are zealots, so I would be wary. I have. She kind of puts a hand on her mouth, and you can see she looks a bit haunted as she looks at it. I have one suggestion that'll probably give you a better path, but it is a loathsome one.
What's that?
I don't think you're gonna like this. The thing growing at the end of the hall, it grew over a door. It seems to be the only easy way out of this area, I haven't said it to the guards, but I've been beginning wondering if maybe that's why it formed that way, why she fell there.
What, to keep us in? Or to keep something out?
To keep us in. You may
Well,
need to dispose of it and put her out of her misery.
See. Well, it does seem a rather gruesome fate. There's no cure.
how about we take a look around first, and if it comes down to it, we
Yeah.
can help you out with that too.
I know there's at least some more ghouls and some rooms we haven't explored up to the other end of the hall.
How much longer do you think you guys can last in here?
Food you brought, we are looking at probably at least 10 days guaranteed. Maybe a bit more with the food you added. So, actually, I'd say probably a bit more given how well your larger friend cooked that food. So, assuming we can get more help cooking foods on more days.
Right.
Well, hopefully it doesn't take us longer than a couple of days to figure something out, but worst comes to worst, we at least have a timeline.
She nods.
Grig's gonna... Is it still, like, early in the day?
Yeah, as far as you can tell, morning. It's hard to tell time.
Right. Yeah, Grig's gonna look over to his compatriots, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, how about we get a move on?
Sounds good with me.
Yeah. Can see what else is out there.
I can give you some. I don't know how much any of this. She kind of pauses as she walks over to some sacks.
Oh,
Here. She holds out 2 empty sacks. And then she's like, there's almost all gone in here. But she holds out a box that looks like it holds a lot of tinder twigs. But as she holds it out, you can feel there's only 3 left in there. They're basically matches. But as well as then some flasks of oil and a hooded lantern and crowbar.
you guys want me to hold on to that? Actually, let me check my... Let me make sure I can actually hold on to that before I offer.
I can.
'Cause, I don't
use
have a
some-
lot of strength.
I can use oil flask to refill my lamp.
By all means.
Yeah, I'll pass you an oil flask. Gronk, you got any lamps?
No, I can see in the dark quite well, though. Let's see what I got in my inventory as I click the monk's kit.
Oh my god,
I have 10 torches.
Alright, I guess I'll hold on to this other stuff.
my music is playing creepy music of from Kevin MacLeod, which by the way I love his stuff. But it just switched to like what is this? It's like a nursery song. I can't think what it, but it's like a variant of it that's just creepy. I'm like, oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this.
Oh no, creepy kids are the worst.
I just think of Supernatural. Oh joy, Supernatural, bringing you more creepy children. Joy. Which I was so convinced that actor was Jim Carrey for so many years.
So how many oil flasks was it?
2 because it sounds like the Sal took 1, so you have 2 left.
Is that like an item? Hold on.
Yes, it's just called an oil flask.
It's not popping up for me in the items browser.
It gets
probably
flask of
just
oil.
oil.
Or just oil, yeah.
If you type just oil, you'll find it. They'll probably be like oil common flask or comma flask. But
Well, comma.
see,
Let's see.
I mean, you should find it with just oil. Let me see if I type
And there
oil.
is just oil as well.
Yeah, it's just oil.
Okay.
Yes, that's the right one. 1 pound, 1 silver.
Okay, cool. So I'll have 2 of those. And then you said like a little box of matches, 3 matches pretty much.
Yep. Type in tinder twig and you'll find it, and then just put 3 of those on. And they're basically all in a little box. They're literally just you strike them against something rough enough, they light, and they let you start fires. They're basically just matches.
And then what else was in there?
She also gave you guys 2 empty sacks, and a crowbar.
Crowbar. Anybody have any use for the crowbar?
I've already got one.
I got one.
Because
Cool.
you have a crowbar, it sounds like.
Yeah, we've everybody's got crowbars.
We subscribe to the Gordon Freeman School of Adventuring.
Also, there's a sledgehammer down the hallway that I dropped.
Yeah, there is a sledgehammer down there.
I'm not very strong. So, like, strength. I am not a strong man. I'm not a weak man, but I am not a strong man. Okay, so I've added those things into the inventory. He's just gonna give her, like, a thankful nod and then head out on his way because he's cool like that. He doesn't need to speak.
All right.
Who's this guy at the end of the hall?
That's the guard.
Oh, okay. Do we like him? Do we know him?
He was a little strict, but otherwise he seemed more reasonable than some of his fellows. But yeah, you've heard his name was Boston York. They call him Captain, but he doesn't seem like much of a military guy. He seems reasonably headed, but still a little on the skittish side.
Yeah, Greek is gonna approach and be like, "Hey there, York. Seen anything strange since you've been out here?"
Are you talking since when we let you in, or just? I mean, we had that one person sneak by, but otherwise,
Wait, am I aware of the one person sneaking by? Was that the dude that tried to get in?
yeah, that's what they seem to be referring to.
Alright, understandable. We're gonna go head out. I'm gonna look for some files and possibly a way out.
As you wish. Stay alive out there.
And we'll report back as soon as we can.
Hey,
One of the other guards, who's a bit clever, just kind of looks at you and just like, "What's your favorite color of tree?" I know that's weird, but something to remember.
Well, didn't have a lot of trees around me for the most part, but when...
York kind of looks at you funny and says, "That's why I chose blue with polka dots." It sounds crazy what they're saying, but then you may realize what they're saying.
It's a code word.
Yeah.
Seems like they're trying to make a passphrase, since there's so many doppelgangers.
Personally, I prefer pink with green swirls. He's gonna give you a wink.
He's like, I think my mom lived with those. So he just kind of smirks.
Grick's just gonna give him the nod and start walking on by then.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a barricade, so you have to go around through the doors. Is how you get it. Came in that way, so you would know that.
oh, I keep colliding with at least one wall. Here we go.
Yeah, the doors are a little finicky sometimes.
Man,
And
that's
yes,
not being
you,
nice to me at
you
all.
can close them. Yeah, here, I'll help you through this one.
Let me
Thanks.
out.
Let me in! Let me out!
Yeah, see, I never noticed the pain because GM, I can literally just be like, "Hey, you know what I want to do through the walls." I never noticed how bad it is for you guys.
This token up here.
Which token?
If you hold X and left click, you can ping. That is a dead giant centipede.
Cool. I saw the skull and the green, and I was just a little worried.
Yeah, there are dead bodies all about up here.
Yeah,
I
we,
see.
You guys,
we left a path of destruction.
yeah, we kind of killed a lot of shit.
Did we come from the northeast at all?
We actually came from a boiler in here. We climbed up the pipe.
Gotcha.
And so... And then we basically cleared... Here, I'll drag you a bit. We cleared these rooms here. These had giant scorpions, or giant centipedes in them. And then there was a horde of undead right here. Plus, that's where the first doppelganger, and then there were ghouls, and then a boss here. And then this is where you found the fella.
The fella?
Wait. Uh-oh.
What's up?
I just tried to click my character token, and I clicked the door instead, and opened and closed it very
Oh,
quickly.
you did. Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Luckily, you didn't see nothing, so we'll say nothing triggered. You just saw that leads outside. That door has a window in it, so you can see it leads outside, so I'm not worried about that.
Okay, wonderful.
That's cool.
Hey, hey guys, I don't think we've been in here yet. You wanna check this one out?
They said
I'll
that was
open
a
it.
courtyard or something?
Yeah, you can see that it seems to be raining, and similar to how it was described, it seems like normal rain.
Hmm.
You can see what looks up at the sky. The storm itself seems very violet in color, but you can see the mist above it. Seems like to be
Hey,
almost making... Looks very unnatural.
Perhaps we can find a way out if we at least go into the courtyard.
I'm not gonna lie there, Doc. Still kind of looking for those files inside. Plus, it seems a little wet out there.
Yes, yeah, if that's what you want to do. I'm still looking for a way out myself.
Yeah.
Well, we know of at least one way out, but trying to avoid that way for now.
Well, perhaps if you grew wings, you could fly out the courtyard like me. And I'll snicker and kind of walk along.
Yeah, you remember what happened when you tried to fly away in that town, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, I don't.
Very frank.
It was very sudden.
Grok is obviously lying, but no, I don't.
No, there was nothing. Check with Poland. We were invited for tea.
It was a very pleasant
Thick
stream, if I
hair.
remember.
Is this rough terrain?
Yes, all
Essentially.
those. If you see anything that is, it basically turns into difficult terrain, but you're not in combat, so it's not a major thing. Just understand you are climbing over a rather large amount of collapsed rubble. At this
Oh.
point, I need you. Oh, okay, hold tight.
Yeah.
Is
How far back do I need to go to?
Oh, that
well,
thing! I forgot about
yeah,
that.
that thing is literally still there. It's happily. So if you guys want to move back, whoever. So I guess Stormy, if you want to move here, Rothulu here, and then Dekel, choose where you want to be.
We're paused.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
here
wait,
I am.
there we go.
Yeah, my familiar's on me, not actually following me.
Nice.
Okay. Oh. Dekel, where'd you go? Are you under me? Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. Okay, I'll back up then. Okay, so now we are going to pause here. You see that that hand is still there. You do not see through this. I know I left them here, but you do not actually see through that little crack. But you don't see any of them in there. But, however, let me keep that pause. What you see there seems to be a hand. You had seen it earlier, Greg. You had seen it just kind of in the eyes and in its thumb in the nose of a man that is very much dead. Now at this stage, after a night of being there, you see the front of the face is starting to collapse inwards as it just seems to be gripping, and now it's in there, and it seems to have turned the brain into mush and it's kind of wallowing in the gore, and it just seems to be staying there. And as soon as you turn up, you see as it stops and just seems to, as much as a hand can look, it seems to stop what it's doing and pay attention to you again. As you realize that it's still here, still attacking that body, and just as vigilant to your approach.
I'll turn to Grit. I'll say, "Hey, Grit, you need a hand with your investigation?"
Greg's just gonna have a deadpan look on his face.
I'm just gonna pull out my scimitar.
Crowbar. This is head crab time.
Yeah, yeah. Greg is gonna slowly pull out his brass knuckles while staring at what is it, Gronk?
Yeah, Gronk.
Yeah, and just like slowly slip them on.
I good. You'll need that for the fight. Why don't you go check him out?
After you, I insist.
I'll run over and punch. I'm assuming I'll provoke.
Yes, it is basically
Awesome.
ready for you. So, so if you went to move,
We're
it's
about.
that does just come down to initiative because you'd be ready for it too. So, if you want to roll against it, we'll have just you and it. It's your.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll initiative wherever that is. Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Combat? There it is.
You know, one thing I found out about Foundry that I absolutely love. I can level up NPCs with this. Not that I did it to this one, but it is just a button on this to just level them up and give them like levels and templates, and I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
Oh, you can just adjust on the fly. That's awesome.
Let me know whenever you get the combat encounter up, and I'll roll.
Oh yeah, I should have done that before I rolled. So go ahead, it's up now.
Okay.
For now, we'll just have just you and him on it, and we'll add him to the combat. Especially since we know these things aren't the sturdiest things on the planet, so just okay. Does look like he was a bit more ready in that one. We will hit begin. We'll add.
Oh.
You said I was a little bit closer to it.
Well, you started moving towards it as soon as you cross this threshold. You would be in one of these two squares. So that's
yeah. I can't move them.
It's on pause now.
I think I
There
have
we
to move
go.
it.
Okay.
Oh, you'd be a little bit further back. Okay. Yeah, because it's once you get within 10 feet of him. So, yeah, in that case, he flies towards you as he just seems to leap up, and just like his fellow there, he seems to be aiming for your face.
Not the face.
What is your current AC?
My current AC is 21.
All right. And let me double check his features. All right, so you do take 1 point of non-lethals. That's not going to get through your DR. He doesn't have anything to pierce into that. However, there is a thing as it seems like he bruises your flesh a little bit, and you don't see it as much as he doesn't. Well, we'll see if he grabs your face. I do got to give that grab roll. But you definitely see that it seems like uh, he's sucking some blood out of the bruise, and it seems to go into him, and then the color of his flesh seems to change from human looking to gargoyle looking. As it,
Ooh.
look, as it looks like he seems to get a lot more vehement as he starts grabbing onto you harder. It seems like
Yep.
he is not able to grab onto you.
Okay. And you said I took 1 point non-lethal, or it did not.
1 point of non-lethal. 1 point of non-lethal because it did not pierce.
Okay.
Does have
Got it.
improved power maneuvers since he
Is that the case for every time damage does not pierce? I need to put it on non-lethal.
It would basically be 1 point of non-lethal. Yes.
Okay. Any time for any creature if they don't pierce.
Correct.
Okay. All right. My turn.
I might double check that just because it's like now I'm doubting myself the way you're asking when it's like I know that's usually how it works. But yeah, your turn. And he is now right next to you, so you can full attack him if you like.
Oh yeah, gonna don't need to use movement speed, so I'm gonna flurry of blows. That's gonna be 2 attacks, each with a -1/-1 retroactively. 1 and 2. All right, a 13 and a 21.
All right, he did technically charge, so his AC. It's gonna be a miss and then a hit. So it looks like 7 damage.
Yep.
All right, he is still active.
Ooh.
But you get looks like, you get a claw full of ichor. As he takes a big spurt of damage. Sometimes the blood works and sometimes it doesn't. I think I have to adjust it through the thing here to make it do blood rather than his sheet.
Blood.
You haven't seen a pro through it. Certain bad guys, when they take damage, it'll spurt blood all over the field.
It's badass.
All right. So at this stage, everyone else who has not rolled initiative, you may. Let me add you all to the. Basically, that is not the right button. Add you all to the thing. And feel free to roll your initiative. Because we're on to a new round. All right. So it looks like Sal, you're up first.
Alrighty. Okay. You said he did not grab on, right?
Correct.
Alright, well,
You tried.
going to walk up and give him the old Gordon Freeman.
Don't forget to reload, Dr. Freeman. Yeah. How do you want to splatter him?
One splattered hand / head crab. Smashed on the rocks.
All right. Splat it goes. And that'll put him down to. So.
I couldn't find anything which suggests that he would deal me 1 non-lethal unless he has a special ability which does so, which I'm assuming he has a special ability. Because it does make a thing on here that say damage reduction does not negate touch attacks, such as like energy or like life force sucking.
Alright, if you want to stop and give me a second, I will look at this. It'll just mean we're delaying some.
Yeah, we don't have to delay it unless it becomes like critical with the non-lethal I have. Unless it starts to stack.
Okay. Yep. No, you're not going to take any non-lethal from those hits.
Hit 4.
That is. I was misapplying a rule from when you roll an attack. If it's like if you had a D3 minus 3 damage, that means that any attack that's not a crit would then deal non-lethal. It's a 1 point of non-lethal guaranteed. Like a hit will always deal.
I see.
And that was somehow transferring in my brain to DR. I don't know if maybe someone had that, but in any case. All right, so we are good. However, I am keeping you in initiative for a moment here. Go ahead and roll me perceptions.
Yes. Achieve.
Okay. $14's not too bad.
I got an 18.
I remember seeing some things up there in that room last time I was up here.
Well, and with your 18, or actually, Rick Tracy's 18 and Nix's 24, sure enough, there would be a call out from Nix as far as just we got some coming. As you'd see running past that little crack in the wall, you can see as it looks like on this turn, some are moving up to the door and one of them's ripping it open. As it seems that your noises have alerted the people in that room. You can very clearly see it's ghouls.
Oh, fun.
Also, plus one's tailored to 6 of you, so I'm gonna. There we go. I'm gonna adjust that, and then we're going to.
Yeah, Grick's gonna look real deadpan again over at Gronk and be like, think your ghoul friend hurt us.
Oh my god. It's like being on CSI. Yeah!
Oh, that pun was just absolutely ghastly.
Alright, so this one is actually going to be the one that opens the door. It is his turn. Shut up, game. Doesn't give me permission to change their... Alright, anything further, Deckel?
That was pretty much everything, yep.
Alright. So, 10, 20, 25... shit, I can't get any further. Well, I'm double moving. So, yeah, she's just going to move up here and just get ready. Just with her scimitar up and can't actually ready an attack, but she'll take point. And Noxus will ready on her arm. And she'll rage.
She's
So you see all the little thorn tattoos suddenly turn to hook teeth-like things on her skin, and she looks unnatural, and her reach extends. Oh yeah, she gets extended reach, so she will trigger from them. Because they'll move up on her.
nice.
All right, bro Thulu, you're up.
Oh, hey. That is just so fun. How do I make this? Okay, cool. Alright, so this is rough terrain, so
Yes.
that'd be 10, 20, pretty much.
10.
30.
So yeah, that would be 25, which would have to be 30 at that point because you wouldn't be able to move any further. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, I'll wait right here.
Did you want to ready a shot, or what would you like to do?
Oh, I don't have any bullets yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just ready a punch if something runs up to me.
Okay, that'll work. Stormy, you're back up.
All right. Did you say the door was open and that we could
Yes,
see him
both of
come
those.
through?
You can't see him yet. I mean, well, she probably can see him, but you see. I mean, you can see what your token sees at this point.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you can through the crack, I suppose. You can see that they're about to come through.
I'll move up here. That shouldn't trigger with that path. And that would be 35. I do not have 35. I will ready action punch.
Okay, they're fine. Okay, you do have a 10-foot wide here one, so I do need a small fly check. It's not a hard one. I don't. You can fail on a 10, but there is a chance of unbalance. This 10-foot
Yeah.
wide is. You need at least your squares and footage in order to fly.
That is difficult terrain. I forgot about that. Let me give you a fly.
Yeah, I was
check.
assuming you're flying up and over the difficult terrain, which
Only way I'll fail is with a natural 1, but there's a 14.
yeah, so you're fine. You fly right over.
All right, great. I do have a feature called Pugnacious, where well, I'm not threatened by them yet, but I will be pretty soon, and I do have a. You know what? I'll end my turn with that held action to attack.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. It's 7. 1 second. Let me just get this to see on. Wait, what those? Shit. See, the only thing I hate is I put on the player copy of these rooms. E9. And they don't have the numbers. I wish they left the numbers on them, because then I always have to go back and forth. It's like, come on.
I feel like they could have creatively hidden the numbers in the terrain.
Some do. They like, oh, that would have been fun too. To make them look.
Make it look like
Alright.
rubble, you know?
All right. That one. Okay, so I need. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So the first school is going to. Let's see, he's this one over here. He's gonna wait. Second one through is gonna move through and trigger your. Actually, we're gonna move him though, because otherwise it's gonna yell at me. Move this one down. Move the turn back one. There we go. So this one here is gonna step out. His vision doesn't work, so I can't even see anything when I'm on him. But all right.
Will a. Wow. Will an 11 hit?
It will not.
Okay. That's fun. All right.
Sorry, hon.
It's all good.
All right. Yeah, so he'll come out and he will try to bite. That is not a 5-foot step because that's difficult terrain for him. Oh, no, I want to use it. Just bite. Ooh, but an 18 is not going to hit because you said you're a 21, right?
Correct.
All right. So yeah, you see this gnashing jaw as he comes out at you, and just the what in the blazes is this? Seems to point. It's just a. Is that even flesh? Bite it and find out. They seem to. As that one comes up, the one that kind of held is charging forward, and that crack you see, he slams his body into it as he sees you through the crack. As it does, he gets a check. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
So, as soon as he rams his body into it, the wall comes down. I need an immediate reflex save from, actually, just Brothulu. Or wait, no, it's a 10-foot by 15-foot area. So, juice into the walls. Let's see. That. Oh, that's everyone in these 6. So that is also me and Noxus.
$25.
Nice roll.
Is that ghoul just Kool-Aid Man?
He did just Kool-Aid Man. Like a boss.
Yeah.
And that wall is now down and you're exposed to the ghouls. And then... All right. Let's see. So this is reflex for half, which I unfortunately failed on my gal, but that's all right. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's literally gonna turn into 1 anyways. So, her DR eats most of it. And then it's gonna be 3 damage to you and Noxus. Noxus has the DR, so that's 0 to Noxus. She takes, and the Blood Rager takes 1.
3 damage.
All right. But that is his full round turn. That's all he can do, which goes on then to the next one, who also is going to come out here and surge out around the edge. He's going to trigger from you. If you want to roll an attack of opportunity, you may, Stormy.
Did I use my reaction when I used my held action to
Um,
trigger my held action?
Attacks of opportunity, you get 1 guaranteed, and a readied action is not a attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's not a use of a reaction in this system.
No, because you readied.
I
You
misread that.
You spent your standard action to do that.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I misread that.
Nice.
Because when you ready an action, your initiative moves to just ahead of that target. So your initiative is basically just ahead of that ghoul now.
Okay.
So the first ghoul, which it already was, so you didn't move.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is a 20, actually 23 to hit for 11 damage. That's max damage.
You slice him good. He's staggering as he comes by, and just kind of lets out this kind of unnatural howl, as he just seems very surprised by how bad you hit him. But he's already kind of moving by, so he doesn't really turn to face you. But he is going to try to bite my character. He'll trigger at least not Noxus. Noxus was holding her bite ready. Natural 1 from her. That's a claw attack. Bite attack. And he misses Nyx. So that is him. He's not looking good. The last ghoul steps out cautiously. This one is 5-foot step. Oh, he would step out around the corner though. And yeah, he's gonna actually full attack. So we'll go with a bite. Claw. Claw. I should get these off private. But that's miss. 15, 15, 9. So probably frustration filling the air from them. But he does let out another howl. It's this kind of just kind of like I can't do it. I'm trying to mimic this one. I'm trying to think of this one I always heard from fucking Bloodlines, Vampire Bloodlines. It's what they had the vampires do when they called out. It sounded so otherworldly. I loved it. And I can't find it. Anyways,
look that up right now.
But otherwise, yeah. From that though, you hear following calls echoing from the hall down here. It sounds like they've just called for help. We're about to get company, but
Right,
All right,
we'll
Deckle.
hold the line.
Indeed. Is this a ghoul here?
where's yes, it is, and that wall is entirely down.
Okay.
Oh shit! I did not mean to move you. I was trying to select our tokens.
Fair enough. I should be able to have seen that anyway.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Move up and crowbar this guy here.
You missed it, Brothulu. Deckle has murdered like 5 NPCs with like super crits that deal like 40 damage. It's been
That's fucking
amazing.
Awesome.
He's at level 1. He's just like, "Sup, bitch," and just
Head smash.
well, it's not an entire head smash, but you do fuck that guy up.
Hello there.
She recoils back and General Kenobi. Anything further?
That's a full round.
All right. Nyx scowling at the one that just took or tried to take a little bit out of her there as she recovers from the falling wall. Takes out her falchion and 2-hand slashes at the one north. I mean, she already had the falchion out, so I guess she's not taking anything out, but not that a full attack matters for her. Oh yeah, and because I always forget, she's gonna power attack if she doesn't actually lose the So where is my inventory? So give up. Which I don't think this one actually takes that into account, so I think I'll just add 2 to it. Make sure it actually did it.
Nice.
We double check its accuracy to make sure it did actually do that right. Yeah, power attack is still on there, so it's minus. Alright. But yeah, so she slashes into it for 11 damage and not quite cutting that one down just yet. Oh no, that one already took a lot of damage. That's the one that Stormy fucked up. Yeah, that's gonna be her just bisecting that one. Let's get to the combat tracker. Life's on there, so we get the nice. Which one is he? It's this one. Alright, she just takes him out with a snarl. And that goes on to Brothulu.
So fucking cool. So
What?
I'm gonna geek out about every time it's my turn, just because it's just with the music and just the.
You love the alert?
Yeah,
For some
so
reason,
good.
I see all of. Wait a second, is that why I see his? Because I noticed I always see Frederick von Gronk. Oh my god. Hey, Stormy.
Yeah.
Try to claim your character right now. Cough. I totally did. Cough. I may have figured out what the problem is.
There's my boy Frederick.
I got him claimed somehow.
You hijacked Stormy.
I realized at the moment Brothulu talked about it because every time it's Stormy's turn, it pops up on my screen. I'm like, why?
That is why I keep rolling 10s for my perception rolls, because you are fudging the rolls.
I am not
I'm just
fudging your roll.
saying.
I will slap you, sir. I do not cheat.
Hey, you'll probably slap me for what I said in chat back
Oh,
to
no.
Gabriel.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because Gabriel had to leave for a
Science,
second,
chemistry, and physics.
Yeah, and missed your explanation. So now SCP is science, chemistry, and physics.
Nice.
Oh my god. I see people talking about making chorizo tacos, and all I can think is I just found that they made that Watch Mojo top 20 secret menu items, and I saw that like the what is it the Chipotle one where it's like the I don't know. Me and Seth, I said to Seth, we need to buy like 3/4 of this list.
Oh no.
The meat cube. There's one that's a meat cube at Wendy's. It's literally like 4 patties. It turns into like a Minecraft brick of cheeseburger.
Yes.
Awesome.
The square patties.
Take it away, Brothulu. Don't let me distract you with meat cubes.
Everybody knows that SCP stands for Suave Cotton Pants. Just throwing that out there.
Silky.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot. Oh shit! Am I just seeing these squares wrong?
They are a little off, and also that's difficult terrain, so you cannot 5-foot step. But you could. You're not going to trigger from movement. Oh, I forgot. I probably could have attacked that fucking ghoul with my reach. Oh well, I forgot to.
It was just weird. All right, well, I'll just move up. For some reason, I can't see the ghoul in front of me right now after moving up. But,
Oh, because the wall is still up technically. I can't delete that wall without deleting the entire wall section.
Right,
So
right.
he's there. So if you want, you can swing.
I trust you. But he's gonna run up and punch that ghoul right in the face.
Punch
Get
him.
him! Grit Tracium!
Ha!
Oh, that's a crit.
Oh.
What's up? How's that only 3?
Well, it didn't confirm.
Oh, it didn't confirm. I gotcha.
Man.
Oh well.
At the same time, well, no, he doesn't actually. He has. It's not all the way, but you give him a good. You break his jaw.
What? I thought he took 8 damage before. Is that not 11?
You saw them take 11 damage before. The one that I did 11 to and died had taken 11 damage prior.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
they're ghouls.
I'll give you a hint. They have 13 hit points.
Damn it! I was so close to just annihilating some.
you were 2 points off. You were.
All right. Well, that'd be it for me. I don't have
These
much
ones-
economy.
You guys have seen my house rules before. It's either they get either more HP or there's more of them. If there's more of them, it means that they have regular HP, but there's just a lot of them. Which is technically harder, because it means that they have more action economy. Stormy, and why did my music switch to just like, I mean, it's still ambiance, but it's just like quiet. Let's get some.
All right, Mr. Gronk. After this thing closes, there we go. Gronk is feeling pugnacious right now, and by feeling pugnacious, I will gain a +1 to my attack rolls. By doing so, I will not incur any what is it called? Any penalties for my flurry of blows that I will perform on these guys right here, starting with the one more north. So this is okay. Why didn't it roll? I'm gonna try that again. There we go.
There you go.
All right. So first one is a 21 for 7 damage.
Oh, very nice. And that was
the
at the
second-
north one, or the
Yeah.
Okay.
North
shit,
one.
that's not- Okay, that is that one for 7 damage. Got it. So that is going to bring it down. 6.
And the second attack is going to be against the one. You know what? Same one. We'll go ahead and do that. And I am going to activate as a free action, it says, at any point to increase the damage size of the dice by 1 size, which is 2d6.
Okay, yeah, that gets your.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was worth it. 8.
That certainly is. All right.
Yeah, that should kill him. Cool.
Down it goes.
Oof.
And
The spurt of blood is that one collapses down.
that'll be the end of Gronk's turn.
All right. We have another. This one here. Let's see. What are they gonna do? You know what? We're gonna. This one does something kind of bizarre. As he seems to skitter away, not in fear a bit, like so much as he seems, but he does trigger from you. As he moves up over here, and seems to grin and turn back towards you as he seems to start kind of. But first, give me your attack of opportunity.
Heal him.
I was muted. All right. Let's attack him. I think that is that's a normal attack, not a flurry of blows. That is a 12
Correct.
for 4 damage.
Yeah, so unfortunately that one, he ducks just under your claw as he gets there, and he seems to be running away a bit, skittering on all fours, and doesn't seem utterly afraid, but at the same time, as soon as he gets there, he seems to turn back around towards you and just gets a sinister look as he starts moving towards you a bit more threateningly. And in the meanwhile, you see as that one down there is still fighting them, but you see exactly why as you see shadows moving on the walls. It looks like whatever they call, they're coming. It seems like he's aware of them as he's moving with them. But he doesn't move all the way up nor into 5 feet, but he basically thematically moves a bit further and then comes back around and ends right there.
All right, we got company. Look alive.
On their turn, you would see them right behind him, but like game-wise, they're on different turns. You're not going to see them. Because we'll go through their turns one by one because they're all going to be added to the next combat round. Need to double check what's all in here. Then is weird. There it is. Sorry, I have to just double check there. Okay. So. I do have it right. Okay, I was worried that I had said something wrong. Okay, so the other ghoul's turn first. And yeah, he just got swung at and then hit, but as much as... Actually, he can attack both. Yeah, he's going to just start full attacking. He's going to bite at Sal first. Does that hurt?
I'm sorry, I'll be right
I don't
back.
think an 11 hit.
Bathroom.
No.
I'll give one claw to you, and then one claw to... 21?
That will hit.
Ooh, for 7 damage. And one claw towards Rathulu, which will miss.
Ow, you bastard.
Yeah, they hit hard. Which is what makes more of them coming scary to me. And, alright then, I have to kind of grin and just do things in this campaign, I swear to God. Get why this is here. I get why this is a thing. At the same time, it goes against most of my... Anyone in chat, if you see what I'm doing, I'm quivering in my boots as a GM right now.
I mean, I can see what you're doing to the combat tracker.
Yeah, there should be a way to add them, because like I can turn them invisible. There should be a way that I can add them already invisible.
Uh-huh.
But
I've returned, I'm sorry.
I'll lower this a little bit here just because we are missing goblins. I'm gonna remove some of the challenge, but not enough for it to not be terrifying.
Can I take a free action to yell something at the party?
What's that?
Something like, hey, Grick, why don't you go and get those people down at the barricade if you can? We'll need every hand that we can get.
Okay, what did I miss?
Look at the combat tracker.
Yes, I just noticed the combat tracker. Oh, they're gonna be pissed.
I just want everyone to know that Mars is spoon feeding me ice cream right now.
That is adorable, and I love it.
Oh,
right.
ice cream. You're very
Oh my god, this is gonna be terrifying. I gotta look at my chat. Do you guys see what this is?
I thought it was gonna be my turn soon.
Oh, if they're invisible already, that makes smart. Okay. Nikki, do you see this situation? Please tell me you see this situation. I'm terrified.
I really want to peek, but I shouldn't.
You're gonna see it in a moment here, because I mean, look at the combat tracker. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
They can't all attack me. Only
right? You have
maybe. Yeah.
It's only okay. So that one moves up. Let's see, 5 foot. Yeah, he won't be able to do either way. He can't do anything there. So that one's first. Let's. Okay, that one doesn't get a turn since this round, so I got to go around to the next round first. There we go. That's this one. This one. It's gonna come out. Yeah, this is the one that you probably saw the other one getting excited for because he comes around, as there's another ghoul. So let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so he's fully moving up, but he's not able to attack this turn. He's a double move. So small blessing.
Does movement within dash provoke?
Movement within dash?
Never mind.
Him moving into your threatened squares does not provoke. Him moving out does.
Yeah.
Unless you have reach. Like,
dashing?
yeah, even if he's dashing, it doesn't matter.
Okay, got it.
So, like, my character has a reach of 10 feet, so technically they would provoke because they'd be leaving 10 feet to 5 feet. It's her bloodline benefit is that, like, her arms can extend, basically. Not that hers are extending, she has a different theme, but...
Yeah.
Alright, that ghoul, I'm gonna remove that one. It's gonna make the thing chime, so sorry about that, but I'm gonna remove it from initiative.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit impressed that you literally just cast Army of the Damned against us.
Alright. You hear another door opening somewhere down that hall. Two. That door's closer. And that'll be that one's turn. The second one? That is. They're just on top of each other right now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's see, I can't see when I'm targeting these things, so... Okay, yep, he's going to have to just double move, so that's... Oh, that's 25. So let's see, 5, 10, 20... Nope, that is going to be 30. So it's 35 barely. He barely is moving too much as he clusters up on there. Sal, your turn. You see what looks like... You see more coming. Like you would see in this span, as it like that hallway is filling with not zombies, not skeletons, ghouls.
Yeah, fair enough.
You see one. You don't see it yet thematically, but you hear the steps of one, what sounds like bigger one coming too.
Wonderful. Yeah, I feel like I have to try and get this one away from us first. So we'll give him a little thwacky whack.
Down he goes.
God damn.
I gotta find him on the tracker to get the. Oh my god, there's so many.
Right, 10, 20, 5.
Oh wait, duh, he's the one with low HP. I'm like, where is he? I'm like, well, let's see. Where's the one with like no HP?
Okay, that's my attack and movement.
We gotta
All
fill
right.
the gap. They're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
run
what
into that dead one through the door.
I'm literally about to go fill that. You're okay. Because like I'm not gonna be able to do anything this turn, but that's fine. So
Yeah.
wait, 10, 15, 20. No, actually I can. I can get right up there and I can give a slash. I really wish I had cleave.
Like,
it's-
really useful right now.
It's what I planned for level 3, and I almost looked at level 1, and now I'm looking at this like, but Furious Focus is so good. Speaking of Furious Focus, we're gonna slice us a ghoul. Hopefully get a
Nice.
crit. And Scimitar. And I shouldn't be adding 2, I should be adding 1. Because, yeah, it does. So, 1, situational. Power attack. 5.5. Swing.
You rolled an E.
An E. Alright, so 15. Yeah, she literally just. Not a cut in half one, but that one is very much dead. Let's see, that was one that harder to move, so he's going to be one of these ones. So that's him there. So yeah, he has 13 hit points. I hit him for 15. Bye bye, Bryce.
Rice. You named
All right.
Named them?
Maybe.
him?
I'm gonna.
You hear this? Oh, what?
I was just gonna say, Grick, give me one of those matches or tender twigs.
I mean,
Low-key.
fire might be your low. Like fire might be your best bet here, guys. You're like you see the grid, and this hallway's gonna fill, buddy.
Yeah, yeah, we can take it. I got DR.
Hey, I got regen. That's what I got, baby. I got regen. Oh yeah. You know what I forgot? I'm not like. I actually would have done more damage than that. I don't actually have the rage active because I'm dumb.
Come on.
I said I did it, so it's like I just realized the one prior round I probably would have killed him. Oh no, I did kill him. Okay. All right, so you hear a thump, thump, thump as somebody's running out there. As you see this is no slow fella because he is gonna basically run, and he would normally have to make a jump, but there is when you come in this room, you're gonna see. For those watching chat, he's literally going up the stairs, so he can just. And he is going to full on run out and then skids over here as you see this massive muscular ghoul with one arm. And you realize that's a ghast. That's a high level ghoul. And it just comes out and he has just one arm and just stares at.
Paradox.
I'll eat you! Every piece! And just, oh my god.
Thank you for the raid, Paradox, and hello, Ringshada.
I'm so scared.
Also, fuck.
What's fuck? I mean, other than
gas. That's what's fuck.
yeah, dude, fucking terrifying, dude. Also means gas. It's like, oh, people who are elf level, instead of being immune to their paralyze, you're now weak to it.
Hey, Cthulhu, remember that question you asked earlier about bullets and hero points?
You know.
5, 10, 15. This one comes out and fills the gap. And let's see, that'd be 5, 10, 20, 30. Okay, yep, that's 35 feet, so he will not be able to attack. We are going to move this one back so I don't lose him in the bodies. But we're going to just replace him so we don't have overlap of dead bodies. Alright, but that one has a double move and can't attack just yet. Rothulu!
That's awesome. Your turn, Greg Tracy. As much as I would love to run away and get help, I don't feel like that's the wisest move right now. I'm gonna move my character just so I can see, because I know like I'd be able to see past this wall. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because you can peer around corners.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay, cool.
And you would see thematically that more of them are coming, like because you'd see like there's like at least 3 more coming out.
Okay.
So like these halls, like because that happens in the same turn, so you would see them coming.
Oh,
Just
and
to be
you
clear,
got
like
point.
this wall right here is gone, right?
Correct. I could
So-
probably actually, you know, I could probably go in here and let's see if I can actually remove them for you.
You don't have to. Me knowing is just fine.
No, it's fine. I just realized, looking at it, I should have looked earlier because I actually did segment it for removal. I was smart when I made it. I was proud when I made this thing. I actually did a good job with it.
Remember, you got point blank.
Yeah, so you do an extra point of damage and extra accuracy when you're within 30 feet. So when you shoot, but you would have to spend a hero point for some bullets.
Question.
What's up?
I'm not entirely familiar with Pathfinder economy, right? So,
Okay.
Can I move, throw one of my oil flasks, and hand Deckle a match?
Yeah, because you could pull the match in your other hand and then throw the flask as your attack.
Okay, and then could I spend a hero point to find bullets?
Sure.
Or would that need to wait until next turn?
You can spend a hero point to find bullets. That's fine.
All right, cool. Then I gotta say, love the fact that this is showing me what my movement is with the rough terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta adore that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna throw the flask. I want to aim for. I don't know how much space that would cover.
You shoot the 5-foot radius, so if you do it on a corner, it's 4 squares.
I'm kind of aiming for right here, and
Okay.
hoping that that kind of covers at least these 2 squares here.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, give me an attack roll because it can potentially miss.
Heard.
Which one? If it misses, we scatter. So just a ranged attack. If you
So
roll
dex?
under, if on your combat page, just hit the range button.
On my common page, just hit the range button.
Combat.
Combat page. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I see it. Oh, that's nice. Get +5 on that. So a 12.
Would you get another +1 because your target is within 30 feet?
That's true.
Well, there you go. 13.
Wait 1 second. It covers the square the ghast is standing in, but both the ghast and the ghoul do seem to avoid getting doused. But they are standing in it.
Okay, that works.
Oil
And
is not an
then-
immediate flip hazard if they run, charge, or withdraw through it, or charge. Okay. So I just was seeing if they would slip immediately or if they do certain actions.
Oh wait, is Stormy right there? Or is Stormy way high?
Nope, Stormy is right there. You have basically a wall of tanky folk in front of you.
I was flying. I should be 5 feet above ground.
Could I hand him the match?
I suppose.
He's the person I'd much rather hand the match to.
Keep in mind, a thrown match has a chance to go out. Like, I don't know if Deckel had a plan to somehow get it there better. but you might it's not going to fly through the air guaranteed. Like especially if you're throwing it 30 feet.
Stormy can fly.
Yeah, they could fly over and do it.
That's why I'd much rather hand it to him.
Yeah, fly over their heads and drop it in it.
Yeah. So I'd rather hand Stormy the match and then just give him like a 10-mile stare, and then I'd like to spend a hero point for bullets. You said we could add like hero points to our inventory.
That's how I said the easiest way to track them is. So
Right.
in this case, all right. Well, we'll see how lucky you get with it. What I will ask from you is, let's see if we average that. That would be better than 2d12, right? Yeah. So go ahead and give me 4d6. You find a little. You're looking about, and you're spending a hero point, and we will. Which means, which means you find a little leather like bullet holder that slides into them nicely, like a little fancy one. And we'll see how many are in there.
I don't know why that was -1, but I guess that applies after the fact. So
Yeah, so
that
it's
would be at 15.
Yeah, so it seems to have a lot of little bullets in it that look like they fit your gun. Quite a few, actually.
15 or how much?
Yeah, 15.
Oh my god, badass. Okay, I've got things to add to my inventory, so. No, not like that. And that would be my economy if you'd like to continue. I can do all this stuff
All right.
while you do things.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10. Actually, they move 40. Oh, shit. Oh, no, they don't. Never. Yeah, they move 30. All right, so there's 10, 11. Let's see where. So that one, yeah, he just moves up. Yeah, they're all kind of clustering up in there. Yeah, and they can't get past because where you put the line, so they can't go in the door and go around. So yeah, they're just stuck there. Stormy, you're up, buddy.
I want to make a clarification because I was flying when I came up here. I was 5 feet above the ground. I think I might have said that earlier. They can technically walk under me. I'm like 1 square above them.
Yep, they can rock it. Now that you said that's going to change their actions. Actually, that one had enough movement to do that. They do it? Yeah, because they would trigger attacks from you and that, but they would also be able to threaten more, and they're aggressive. So yeah, that last one that moved up and lined up into this spot here, yeah, we'll actually have him complete that. And trigger from you and her, but I'm going to put him... Where can I put him? Yeah. So I'll just have to put him on you and just know that they're both there. I'll just have to move him out of the way when it's yours. So go ahead and roll... Or he might die here. So go ahead, you and Nyx can both make an attack.
This gets a +1 to it, by the way.
This does not get my primary focus, so I do not.
That is a 22 for 5 damage.
And I miss. So, no big. That would be higher because of the rage, but not high enough. Alright, so 5 damage you said? I will apply that. But yeah, he is standing under you now, which also means he is threatening the other two.
Okay. I will make a fly check to go forward at a nominal forward degree. I don't know what DC that is, but I'll...
Still just a 10 through here.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty hard for me to fail. A 16.
Okay.
I don't know why it still says your turn. I've clicked. Okay,
yeah, it should be on your turn.
And I will action disengage.
Okay. So
and
you don't trigger from the first square.
Yeah, and I will fly.
Okay, you do still trigger from the second, which means you saved yourself 1.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 of them are going to swing up at you. Their bite's the better attack, but I think thematically claw makes more sense.
They're trying to like pull me down. That will miss.
And miss.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I saw other dice. Okay. Great. And I will free action drop a held item.
Okay.
The square in front of me. Once per turn, because typically dropping a held item is done at your feet. However, the oil is right in front of me. However, once per turn with Pugnacious as a free action, I can increase my reach by 5 feet.
Okay.
And I will do so and drop the match in the oil.
torches. Okay. Standard action instead of a 4-round, letting any other fire with one is at least. So, if you're okay with one more attack, I can allow it because the Tinder Twig does take a standard action to light.
That's fine.
So I'll just let the other guy, because you wouldn't have been able to withdraw, so one more attack would have been coming.
Understood. Okay.
So we'll just let that other guy get his attack. And let you complete your action, because yeah, most likely they're gonna miss you. You can see that.
Okay.
So?
Okay. So the match was unlit then.
Correct.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was already lit. Okay, yeah, that would change things. Thank you for that clarification. And I will drop it 5 feet away from me.
Yeah, you fly overhead, and right as you reach just about the point,
Or I
like
guess
they don't
10
even.
feet.
I mean, the oil's covering all those squares there, so it's either way it's going to be effective. And yeah, so let's see if they, Brothulu, can I have you and directly where you place your mouse, place where you were aiming that flask?
Can you see it?
I see where your mouse is. Yeah.
Just in case.
Okay. So dead center that one. Okay, got it. So that is going to create fire. I forget. I think there is an effect button on this, but I don't use it often. I thought we could make fire.
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 Yeah, because it goes on the foreground layer. We'll just go with draw freehand. We're just going to draw it. So all this becomes fire. And I need a reflex save. Let's see, you're 5 feet above, but you're above it, so but the radius doesn't. So yeah, you're not quite in the fire, but all of them need a reflex save. That takes some damage.
I didn't realize the oil was all the way out there. That's
Okay.
good rolls. What the heck?
That was amazing roll. Better they roll it on these than on. So they are avoiding the damage for now as they skitter away from it, and the ghouls look more afraid of it. The gas just looks annoyed.
Okay.
That'll be the entirety of your turn.
Well, I saw movement speed.
Oh, well, but you've taken an action at this stage.
Oh,
you're-
I can't split movement?
I mean, I guess if you lit it and then went, but then I'd have. There is no roll to Tinder Twig, it's alchemical. So I guess no, you'd be fine if you lit it first, then flew.
Okay.
Then you could drop it as part of your movement.
Got
So, yeah,
it.
if you want
So
to continue moving, by all means.
I would like to make a. I have this written down as as using 10 feet of movement speed to make a 180 degree turn with a fly check, and I believe this is quite a high fly check.
Yes, the 180 is a hard one. You
It's like
are
a
in
20
you are in a tight space, so it does go up. So make sure you roll well.
Make it happen.
Good thing is.
Oh my god.
Oh
dude.
my gosh! Right
Like
when it
nailing the
matters.
20s tonight.
It was a 25. I honestly did not have faith in you hitting that. I was like, man, he's gonna land in the
5,
fucking
10.
fire.
10, 15, 20. Okay. 25.
I honest to God thought you were gonna land in
30.
that fire you just made. I was like, man, this was going so well.
And I'll drop. You know what? I'll stop where I was before. Right
Just
on
right
top
above
of
him.
that other guy, yeah.
Yeah, they can't. It's the same movement technically, so they can't attack again.
So I'm pugnacious.
Yeah.
Gracious.
Okay. Alright, that will end my turn.
Nice. The corridor is on fire. The ghoul in the fire is gonna get out of said fire.
Get out of the fire.
He is going. Oh, that is the draw tool. He is going to move in and move through his buddies and try to actually move past. This will be because the fire seems to make him freak out a bit. He does have to roll because he's moving through a square with fire. Oh, go ahead and give me a d6, please. A burn.
I got you.
You do notice fire is very effective on ghouls. If you didn't know, they are weak to fire. Well, vulnerable. So that 4 is a 6.
Nice.
So he burns. He doesn't catch fire, though. But so as he scrambles out and gets away, he shoves into some of the others trying to get away. He is going to try to roll as he cuts through. I'm not going to put him there, but he's cutting through, basically pushing past here, pushing here, and he's going to try to slip through between. Now, I need to ask a kind of generalist question because you could say either way, but general rule of thumb is you use certain stats. I need to know the con score and dex of both of Berthulu and Sal. You don't know, this is basically what determines how bulky your character is in game terms.
Sure.
But basically, it's your rule of thumb for how like NPCs should decide who looks tougher.
Greg has 18 dex and 14 con.
I have 16 con and 12 dex.
All right, so he's going to pick Sal. The strength can be belied, so they don't use strength. Basically, those are the same stats that if you don't know what you want to make your height and weight on, what you should use.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just so he is going to try to move through your square, and at the same time as acrobaticsing, try to avoid attacks of opportunity since he's on fire and he's kind of panicked. What is your CMD? That is not good. He's probably going to bounce off.
16.
Oh yeah, that is going to not. That's a 13. So instead, he and his fellow are going to be in the same square. So there are two ghouls in this square, and both are prone. We're only going to see one, but there are two there.
Does him trying to leave that square provoke?
Yes, it does. Since he failed that one, he provokes from all three of you in order of initiative. So that would be you first, then mine, then Grick, and then Stormy. So he is about to have a bad day. He is prone, so you get a +4 on that. So that's 16. That'll hit.
Fair enough.
So I suppose it leaves it to me before I. Well, here, let's add it to him. Oh no, he already took damage. Never mind. No, he's
Yeah,
toast.
He burned.
Ha, toast.
Down he goes. Let's see. This one's going to come down, come out. Stormy, you barely can see this one because he's sharing. You technically have line of sight on him there, but you see as he goes back into the room he's in. Seems like with purpose.
I actually did not see him. Oh well, I personally wasn't looking.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that square there. You saw him come out and go back in.
Okay, all right.
Gentleman Jen, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders.
Ooh, Raiders.
Good to see you all. We are currently being swarmed by an undead swarm.
Of
Yeah, our DM
ghouls.
cast Army of the Damned against us, so...
Someone read from the Necronomicon. It's all right.
I like Nikki's comment. Starting the building on fire is easy. The hard part is when you have to put it out after.
This,
Mhm.
well, Nikki has experience with this.
Don't give the DM ideas, Nikki.
I'm pretty sure that we were given these tools. Like...
All right. So, you, Stormy, you do see another one run out of there and runs over to the side, and you hear a door open over there. And worse yet, you hear another call.
Cast additional Army of the Dead.
I'm pretty sure it has flashback.
If there's more than 3, I'm gonna actually cry.
It's 3. Yes.
3 more gas. Oh my god, I would die. All right, that's his turn. Next one. Another one in that same room. Jesus Christ, they all rolled like the same initiative. Comes out, looks at the fire, and seems to go that direction as well. And that is the top of initiative. So before we do the next order, we're going to back it up. And the nightmare continues.
know an enchantment was cast, Endless Ranks of the Dead.
You know what I just realized? What would have made this also just... She's gonna so be sad she wasn't here, I just realized.
Person that can channel energy.
Our cleric would be so nice right
With
now.
channel positive and just be like, they only have 13 hit points. It just would be like, dead. Oh, what a nice army you got. And it's like, oh. All right. Yeah, and then no, I'm not kidding about that. No, this is, like I said, horror campaign, and this is more than I've ever thrown at somebody at level 2. Dear God in heaven. Really certain this is supposed to be a boss fight.
The
Oh, I can't wait to level up again today.
right.
Assuming you live.
We'll live. I got DR.
Stormy has DR. Stormy is high AC.
Yeah, actually, Starby is the most likely to live. He could just fly away, right? Like,
You guys can see as one ghoul runs by and opens the door into that room. Oh, I did not mean to close my combat tracker, and I hate myself for doing that because I like when it's popped out. Fuck. Okay, okay, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna use it on here now. All right, these ones you don't see. Those in chat are gonna see what's happening. All right, this one here, right under. It's gonna jump up and make a grapple attempt to try to bring Stormy down to the ground.
21 CMD.
Right? It was on the 20 for a second. I felt hopeful. I mean, like, I was like, maybe these guys got a chance, but man, they just can't do much to you.
That provokes from me, actually.
Does it? Okay. Take the attack.
Yeah. Anyone within 5 feet it provokes from, because grappling provokes unless they have that nice feat.
That's true.
Called... Yeah.
And
so
I don't think they
anyone-
do. Let me double check their thing just in case. I don't think they do though. Their 1 feet is they wouldn't have that because that doesn't exist. But I wouldn't be giving them grapple. No. I know what it would be. Okay, they're fine as is.
Improved grapple it is. Who does it trigger first by?
Through power maneuvers in the house rules.
Yeah.
It always goes in order of initiative. So the next up in initiative is Sal, but I think Sal used theirs.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that would be my character, then Brothulu's out of range. So yeah, my character will take a slash. And she
for
has,
now, I'm out of range.
I am still power attacking. I can't not right now. But
Smack him. Giggle. Kill him.
it'd be nice if I crit. I mean, I still hit him for 12. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
He's not doing great. And then that would go to you, then Stormy.
They'll probably hit.
That'll end him.
That's actually an additional +1 on there due to pugnacious.
I hit the wrong one there. 1 second. I think I applied the HP wrong. I know what one's turn it is, so I gotta heal one of them. So this one goes down to 1. Oh, it's that one. Okay. So it goes down to 1, and then how much total is yours?
For CMD or what?
No, your damage.
My damage is 10. I just get the pugnacious bonus to hit.
You're good. All right, the goal it is. I gotta re-roll this, and then there we go. This is one out here, and do they take their turn? All right. Oh, I hate doing this in the middle of a combat, and I know that there's long and we're late, but all right. Next one up. It's in here. Comes out. just gonna try. Looks like they have what seems like a crate, a small crate, like handheld, and it seems like they're dumping flour on the fire.
Huh.
Oh, and failed. Oh, that he failed by more than 10. Okay, that's fun.
He's created a fuel air bomb with flour.
Yeah, I was about to say that's flour is flammable when aerated. Very flammable, if not explosive.
Go ahead and give me a d6 a burn. We'll actually apply the 50% twice because you're not wrong. He failed at a pretty critical juncture.
Roll it, Crick.
I got you. 1d6 of burn coming up. Have a 5.
So goes up to a 7, and then 7 goes up to a 10. So yeah, he had a bad time from that idea. That's pretty funny for that one. Next one is dead. Next one is one outside. And yeah, they're all having a good time over there.
Uh-huh.
Nickel.
Okay, let's see. Ooh.
Deckle, I don't know if you heard it's your turn.
Yes, I heard. I had to wait for the pop-up to go away.
You can click it to make it go away.
It still takes a second, but yes. Going to pull out that flask of oil that I got, and I'm gonna throw it at this guy here.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Yes.
This is a touch attack, ranged.
It should have a +1 from point blank.
Yeah, you douse him. He is coated in oil and standing in fire, so immediate immolation.
Aha!
Do I roll the 6?
No, immolation is 46. He's gonna have a bad day.
Eh,
Oh, I roll 4?
go
Yeah,
for it.
it gets worse every time too, because eventually they're basically a guy who sat in oil, or I mean, like doused himself in gas.
13.
Oh yeah, he burns so fast. You see as his hip is one of the first things to go, and then it seems like he sinks into the fire, just snarling and screaming. That is 19 damage off the bat.
Does that explode in the radius?
No, it's just he got doused in it.
Okay.
Yeah, immolation's bad. It gets worse the more fire is, and when the air gets superheated around it, it actually can. The max immolation roll for basically a building on fire while you are on fire is 2046 around.
That's badass.
You will that will start melting bone.
How come nobody played Wizard? Come on now.
I mean, I'm a blood rager. I'm basically a sorcerer and barbarian mixed together. It's just gotta give it time.
You
Cast Fireball.
take
I
time.
cast these fists.
Actually, same.
All right, I will chop the one north of me on my turn. Curious focus, because it's not really suffering that bad here. Two-handed. And this one I do get the +1. Kabam. I have not crit with this damn thing yet. Damn close, though. Well, we hit, but he's not down yet.
My food's here. I'll be right back.
Food.
Ooh. But we'll see if Noxus can wrap it up.
Bite.
Not that I like the idea of her biting. Oh, no, she misses.
Ghoul flesh.
Speaking of, we have a big one. He's moving through fire.
One.
Not a 1. Let's see what is. Is he actually in there? He is. Wait, is that actually right? No, that is his right. No, it's not. That's not. They're missing some of his stats, so I gotta use the one out of the book. Okay.
Because I get him marked as a normal ghoul, and he's not a normal ghoul. So, all the same, he does still fail, so I will roll the d6 of burn. Another 5. It's going well for that. The fire definitely is fucking up him as fast as it is the others, so that'll put him down to that after his adjusted HP. And then he is going to move up. With his one good claw as he swings up. Let's see. He sees you're hard to hit, so instead he's going to go for Nyx. But he misses. So just slams into the wall and breaks out a portion. It's clear that he is obscenely strong. He only has the one claw, though. But he does still have jaws that could bite. You know how paralyzing those would be. Alright. On to another one outside. We have a heavily wounded one. Oh, that's the one I just hit. Let's full attack me. And I heal. I forgot to apply my heal. Well, you know what? Maybe I won't need to. So, miss, hit. Immune to the paralyzed, but the disease, which I probably already have. Oh, I forgot to roll this morning for that. Well, I probably already have it again, but I might as well roll that, I suppose, to see if I get it again right now. First, let's do the cure, see if I get 2 in a row. Which is very likely. Which is, yeah. And then this new bite. Okay. No initial. I hate getting bit by ghouls. And that damage was 6, so 1 damage to me.
Yes, schools are bad. Okay.
I just closed out of the initiative tracker. I don't know how to bring it back up.
Yeah, I don't either. So I'm using the combat tab, the fist tab. It's now Berthulu's turn, so we're gonna be waiting a sec.
I am here.
Oh, I heard you leave. I didn't hear you get back. I'm sorry.
Well, that's because I was eating fries. I didn't want to make a whole lot of noise.
Dude, fries are amazing. All right, your turn, buddy.
All right. I'm guessing. Is there zombies on either of the squares that are occupying you guys? Right
There
now?
is a prone one right here.
A prone one. Okay, that's what I thought.
They are much easier to hit when they're prone.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice the zombies outside at all?
Sure. Actually, yeah. There's something you could.
Wait, there's another thing I can do, I think. On top of that. Let me double check. I'm sorry.
You can do it.
So I saw a third.
Do I want to do that right now? Probably not. Well, yeah. I want to add. I want to add my inspiration to this.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, yeah. I want to add my some inspiration, so I'll just add a D6 to this perception check.
Roger that.
Where's perception? There it is. Ho ho. Normal.
Oh my god.
Ah. Well, gonna roll my D6 anyways. Cool, for a nice solid 12. I might be a little distracted by the fire here.
Yeah, you're trying to pay attention, and it's just too hard, man. It's just continue on with your turn.
I just want to punch a zombie. That's what the issue is. I'm gonna punch this prone dude.
All right, hit the prone dude.
Punch him.
Which, yeah, because he's prone, you do.
Cool.
Just let me move the dead one off so I can target the not dead one. He's also prone down here. There he goes. Getting a little bit of lag from the system, and my music stopped. God damn.
Oh no.
Oh, he was already wounded, but he's not down yet. But you punch him and crush his head in a bit.
Yeah. Alright, then that'll be my economy for now.
Alright, next up. More outside. Alright. That one is only going to be able to get there, because it's not a straight line. Another one outside. That one. Gonna go all the way. And the prone one that just got hit by you. Let's see, does he want a full attack from the ground or get up and risk getting smacked by everybody? I think it's a full attack on the ground. I guess he could try to kip up. Oh, but he might fail that. But there's zombies. Or I mean, not zombies. Ghouls. They're about that. Kip up.
Haha!
All right. Yeah, so he does the ninja just ha! And just up on his feet. And then, so, that's a swift action. So, you just smacked him. Actually, he could then 5 foot. That looks clear. So 5 foot, and then he will literally bite at me. No, he won't bite at me. He can see I'm Elven. He doesn't know if you're Elven. Sal doesn't look Elven. Sal, you're getting the bite, and then me and Greg are going to get claws.
Elven? What does Elven have to do with that?
Good question. Oh God, abysmal. I don't think that hits you, Greg. Greg, I think you're above a 12.
I sure am.
So he does terrible after looking like a ninja jumping up and then suddenly slashing at 3 of the 4 of us, and just misses all of them. Just like it's kind of like the dude like the Wild Wild West, just like acting all like kung fu.
Wild flailing.
Stormy, you're up.
All right. I can't get the one that is prone on the ground.
Yeah, you can. He just kipped up. He's no longer prone. This one here, that 5 foot
he's
up.
no longer.
He did a
What?
kip up, so
The
he
big
is there.
bag is in front of me. Or
Correct.
I guess kind
The
of
big bad
45
is-
degree.
He is. I mean, that's still within reach of you. So yeah, he is
Yeah.
right ahead of you. He took a pretty bad burn. And then there's 2 very hurt ghouls, one northeast of you and one south of you.
I'm gonna take a full round action to flurry of blows the big bad.
Do it. Fuck him up. He seems to be wearing a hand.
This
Like
is,
he's missing it. He's missing his other arm, but he's wearing a hand.
Gotcha. This is a flat roll, by the
Okay.
way. Or sorry, not a flat roll, but no. Oh boy. You
Heard
know
an
what?
so I'm waiting on anything.
I'm gonna use a channel point to give myself a +4 on that.
Okay.
You know what? No, I'm not. I'll let those ride.
Okay. In that case, miss.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Now I know. Yeah. Yeah. That's my turn.
As he gets closer, let's see. Oh yeah, on your and my turn, I need to deal
You know
with
what?
that.
Sorry. That. Well, no. Pugnacious cancels that out, so that is a flat roll. My bad.
Okay.
So that's 17 and 9.
Okay. That one's off the list. Actually, here, let's remove some of these. Remove combatant. Remove combatant. Remove combatant. Just to clean up the list a bit. Alright. This one in here. He's going to try to acrobatics the fire. It's only a 5 foot check, so easily done. Jumps across. It just seems to be waiting back there. And yeah, he just readies an action or something. Just kind of gets his claws ready, it looks like. Music stopped entirely, and I'm sitting here in the quiet now.
Oh no.
Alright.
My creepy ambiance is still running.
First round. Cuts through. He's going to grab over here and come from this direction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, so that's as far as you can get. You see he's grabbed something from the interior. It looks like he's grabbed a rather heavy-looking blanket. You don't know if he's going to try to put out the fire, but instead he is... Let's see, that is 1 range increment. He can try, but that's still going to... That gets double range increment. So that's a -8.
1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, he could just drop it in the fire next to him.
Oh, that was so close.
Okay, so it's abysmal. The blanket just falls in the fire as it looks like he was trying to use it like an improvised net, and he was actually trying to aim for you, Stormy. But that was a
Oh.
far enough distance that it didn't get nearly as far. I mean, he basically needed an 18, 19, or 20 even feasibly get close to hitting you because like he's basically a -4 at that, and a touch attack on you at distance, that's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
But seems like they're definitely not stupid. They're trying what they can. This one. Dead one. Removed from combat. This one. Okay, that one moves up. Oh, all right. You guys hear pounding noises, as if like a thump in the midst of combat back here.
Yeah, figures.
We're about to get fucked.
That zombie. Oh, that's a what? Oh, that is. There are two there. This one's. Now I'm saying zombie. What the fuck?
Zombie-ish.
Wait. What the hell?
Army
Oh,
of the
there.
damned.
That was accurate, really. Oh shit! I just deaded one that's not dead. Let me fix that. I'm sure you guys appreciate, but. Oh yeah, I do have two on top of each other, so we're gonna shift in there. All right. So the other one up here. Man, you can't try to jump. You can't do anything there. You just gotta wait. Dead one. Off the list. This one down here. Alright, no bueno. Tackle.
Okay, okay. Yeah, first things first, I'm going to hit the flanked one here.
Do it. He does not look okay.
Yeah. And he's going to get the wrath of my,
Oh, yeah, he is.
not that it matters, but, you know, sneak attack.
Yeah, you would have fucked him up. I mean, you did fuck him up, really. So how much total damage was it?
16.
Alright, -16. Let's see. Spurt. Alright, down he goes. Off the list he goes.
I forgot to make my hover check, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate your honesty on that. Anything else, Tickle?
Yes, I'm going to 5 foot up, and I'm going to actually put the crowbar away. Yep, that's turn.
Alright. I am going to Furious Focus, attack the one... Let's see, there's one near me. That one's there. Wait, we can't see the big one right now. We know he's there, though.
Yeah.
Just gonna move this back for posterity. There we go. Yeah, I'll take a shot at the big one. That other one's at 1, but... I know what I want to spend my move action on this turn, though. But for now, I'm going to take this, because there's no reason not to do it this way. So, Scimitar. Chop. Two-handed. Here's Focus. Lamb. Fuck. Whiff. Do I hero point that? I kind of want to hero point that. Same time, he seems hard to hit. Maybe not, but it's his turn next. I feel like someone's about to get fucked. I'd have to utter reroll it. That's not a good chance. If it was, we know a 17 doesn't work. Yep, fuck it. We're gonna just go with what my gut was, and then so she's gonna regrip into one-handed on her scimitar, and she's gonna reach in and pull out. What's another good one-hander I got? My light pick. So she's gonna switch to dual wielding.
Cool.
Because that's 2 attacks around.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing you have an unlimited amount of channel points.
I should just clearly just give all of you hero points for every roll ever.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Whenever you're done, I will spend a hero point to move my initiative after yours.
All right. So it will be your turn.
Indeed. Well, I'm going to pull out my sledgehammer because it's time, and like Stormy's still hovering,
Fine.
so I'm
Yeah,
going
there's nobody beneath Stormy.
to 5 foot up. But I can't.
Yeah, which is good because I had a plan right there, and it was going to be a mean plan. You guys may not have cleave.
No.
One big scythe arm. What do you think he likes to do?
Nice 24.
I hope he likes to get hit in the face.
Yeah. All right. Well, not that you're out of combat yet, but how do you want to kill that guy there, Deckel? That's a dead boss.
I'm just gonna like knock his other arm off at the socket and just leave it spurting blood as he falls down.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. You hit it so hard you crush it off with the force of the blow, and he just staggers back and his head just kind of falls into the fire and burns. Nicely done.
Hell yeah.
Down he goes. Oh, look at all that blood. Removed from the combat. You're dead, sir. All right. Another goal. Oh, that one's got a 4-round action, eh? You hear another loud thump, and sure enough, yeah, you can hear the storm coming through behind you as it's somewhere beyond the rough terrain there, but you can imagine there's probably going to be a party back there soon.
Yep. Hey, Grick, you know those other oil you got?
The fucked up one is going to try to full attack me. Oh, you're
Would
within
you
reach,
be-
too.
Would you be opposed to deleting the dead ones off the map?
I will move them. How about that? So that we can keep track of them.
That would be nice. Thank you.
Yeah, they probably got stuff or who knows.
Well, and also they do create difficult terrain, so understand this blank area is all difficult terrain. It's just the amount of bodies. This is kind of turning into the Battle of the Bastards over here.
Yes,
Ugh.
we're making a nice pile.
Who doesn't love a good pile?
There's one under me. Or do I have the dead condition on me somehow? No, it's under me.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll move these ones up here too, since this corner is not really used. Alright. Battlefield's more clear. Okay, hurt one. You know what? We're gonna have him full attack one of us, but it's gonna be you or me, even as you. You just took out the boss, so it makes more sense for you. I'll say 1 to 4 is you. That seems reasonable. I'm also right next to him and just hit him, though. Oof. Alright, what is your current AC, Deckle?
15.
Ooh, that's gonna be 2 claw hits. I should have just rolled them as claws. Alright, these are just for the damage then. Oh, I just rolled 3, I think. Yeah, we're gonna... It was slow on the... Yes, it's a 6 and a 7.
Okay. I am not feeling good.
Are you still standing?
Yes,
At least the bite missed.
that's true.
Brothulu.
Okay. Well, as much as I would love to shoot shit, I forgot to buy black powder. So,
Bullets are self-contained. You don't need black powder.
are they?
You're thinking of pellets. Pellets need black powder for them.
Oh,
For
okay.
you, black powder is part of the construction. For a normal gun, for the simple guns, it's part of the firing.
Oh, this still doesn't have any default ammo on it.
You should just be able to just fire it. It's just you have to kind of assign the ammo normally, but there should be a way. Otherwise, you could just give the attack roll, and we could roll it manually. It's like I don't know, like where's the
Yeah, there's definitely ways around, right? But I do want to use up my movement to load my gun and then shoot this guy that's right here. Oh, I forgot this isn't. There we go.
Shoot him.
Yeah, it's saying out of ammunition. It's not letting me.
All right, 1 second, I can figure it out.
Maybe just
Oh, I know. It probably is. It probably is the black powder because you're supposed to have it on your person. But, okay. You know what? Here, just go ahead and add the same amount of black powder to it.
Okay.
That's probably what it's waiting for.
Oh shit! It's not what I wanted to do. Yes, delete it.
Oh, it's because you have a pistol, not technically a revolver. Because they don't technically. So it is. That's why. Okay.
Okay. So black powder dose, and then. Just found a dead guy with a broken gun and a bunch of bullets. No, it's still saying no default ammo.
What the fuck? Okay.
How do you... Let me right-click the ammunition, see if that...
Resizing, firearms, equipped, identified, masterwork broken, blocking brace, finesse, non-lethal, monk double. God, I can't even find the notes that require it to use. Usually, you can find the coding that makes it need bullets.
Is it something like for links?
Just roll the attack for now. Roll a ranged attack, and we'll figure it out.
Okay. Combat ranged. So that would be an 11,
12 for point blank.
12 for point blank. Do I need that? Does that add everything else to it, like my +1 base attack too?
Your base attack's in there. Your dex is in there. Point blank wasn't. So yeah, it's 12.
Okay,
You're
so
aiming
it's
at which
12.
one?
The guy right in front of your character.
Okay, that will hit.
Nope. And then
And it looks like, yeah, then roll the damage manually.
shit.
You might need to. Looks like, from what I'm seeing, you drag the ammo onto the weapon to make it attach.
No way. Hold on a second. Oh,
You can do it.
I don't know if that worked or not. Let's see. No.
Just roll the damage for now, and then fuck with it.
Shit. Hold on a second. It's 1d8.
Yes. And then +1 from point blank.
So 6 damage.
Down he goes.
Headshot.
We'll move him off the side. Yes, I know it's not his turn. Calm down, game. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Can't quite make it there. This one's there. Full round. We're thumping back there, but they're not breaking through just yet. They're failing in their rolls. Stormy.
I'm going to make a fly check. It's a DC 10 to go this route right here, which will, I believe, will provoke. Oh, hello.
Most of those are dead over there.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's scared. All right, skills and then fly. Luckily, I'm like 5 feet above, so if I fail by 5 or more, which I did not, I will only fall 5 feet. But I believe I provoke opportunity from that one.
Yeah, just yep. Claw. No connect.
All right, 15 will miss, and I can't use a full round action.
Correct.
Oh, sorry, I'm not staying in fire, obviously, right above there. Unless it's gone out by now.
No, it's still burning. It burns for a minute.
Okay. I'll move a little bit over. So I guess I'll provoke from that
Yeah,
other
the,
one too.
the first one, but not the second one. We'll give him his.
That might hit. Actually, that does not hit. Wow.
Narrowly, yeah, they have a hard time with you.
Yeah. All right, great. And I'll make a single claw attack against the one right here, right directly north of me, and
Got
this
it.
will gain a +1 due to pugnacious.
Fuck him up. Hit.
A 17 to hit with 11 damage.
And he only has 3, so he is toasty. That's the one who got a little cooked.
Yeah. Great. And then that will be the end of my turn because I only made a DC 10 to move half my fly speed, and yep.
Wonderful. Good work. Oh, and one of my friends launched a game right as I went to click next turn, and now it's...
Hello, Steam.
I love you, Beowulf, but, you know... not too late. Alright, that's the one that you just flew by. Is going to turn and try to full attack at you around the corner. You do have cover, so he is not doing great. But, you know, you're kind of a big, obvious target. Miss, miss, miss.
Yeah, I mean, big flying dude that keeps killing y'all, so.
Another thump, but yeah, seems like they're having a hard issue tunneling down there. Even the ones taking forward actions who have a lower DC are just not getting it. Oh, that'll do it. Okay, it blows open. You definitely hear... Sounds like they probably made through as you hear a collapsing of mortar. And, being as it's 11:15, we have a couple left, and it's a fresh round, I was thinking that would be a good place to stop.
Yeah.
I would agree.
As, yeah, another portion of the army is going to be coming up from the south, and you guys are surrounded on all sides, but hopefully we will have some reinforcements, either Vanguard or maybe even... I mean, I think he's still in the midst, but I would love to have Goblin. But, at the same time, I hope you guys had fun. I hope it definitely is giving you that claustrophobic zombie, like, Left 4 Dead feel.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bleedy.
Yeah, I'm a little scared for you right now. I kind of want to shove you in the building and just or shove you in the room and just be like, stay there.
I wish I had Spirit Guardians right now.
Especially since how hard these things hit. It's like a trio of good hits can take down pretty much any level 2. Except for Storm. they really wish they had magic. I mean, fun fact, that boss had magic weapons. Like his attacks were treated as magic. And
Well,
he was gonna
did.
just be like, whew, and just, oh, that hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I did my part there.
You definitely did. If you didn't kill him, I was gonna go right. I was like, oh, I could go right after him. Just because originally I was like, oh, I got nothing. One more attack won't do me any good with 2 weapons, but 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But at first I was wondering, man, they might just clear this whole place in one day. Then after I saw this fight, I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh, they like calling for each other. Oh no.
I mean, we are speed running the clear, but
You're gonna need rest though. Like this is like, oh my god. That one's texting. I hope everyone had fun, chat. I hope you had fun. I know that I'm a little less chatty when I'm in these things. So how do you disable ammo usage, Nikki? That's what I was trying to find how to do for him. I'll have to ask you how to do that later. We'll have to figure it out. I might just look up ammo on Foundry and figure out why it's being a bitch.
Excuse me.
But I hope everybody had fun. And we will see you at... Let's see. We don't have Mummy's Mass this week, so I will see you at the next one of these. Otherwise, be trying to stream this week, especially if I can get things squared away with some prices stuff I'm working with. But yeah, I got nothing else to say. If you haven't, gone over and make sure to follow Stormy Deckle Goblin too, even though he's not here, and Vanguard. Vanguard's just starting up. She's gonna be starting up her stream stuff.
yeah.
Can't wait.
Ooh, nice.
Cannot wait. She even has a Discord now. I think it's on her channel.
Yes. And
yeah.
thank you, folks, again. If any of the raiders are still around, that was exciting fight so far. I hope you.
And it ain't over yet. Oh, poor Deckle is bleeding. Again, it wasn't the bite. It wasn't the bite. You know, not the no ghoul fever to worry about just yet.
Yeah, none of that.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, I had a bite, and then I wasn't able to take part in the role play after that last session's fight.
Oh yeah, you are getting tended to by Vanguard. If you want, you can just give me a fortitude, and we can see if you because yours was Filth Fever.
Out of Foundry.
Yeah, from
I
the
can go on your
rats.
sheet if you trust me to do it. I can roll it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will just roll it here, and I'll tell you how it goes. Because yeah, you did have Filth
I
Fever.
have
Because
a
I was
+1 pass from Vanguard.
correct.
I think I got like a +2 heal or something like that.
Oh,
Not
no.
Too bad.
Oh no.
Now I feel bad. Now I feel.
I'm
No,
going
wait,
to-
wait. Hold on. I have channel points.
Go for it.
I have channel points. Hold up.
I
Hold
just
up.
roll that, and I'm just like, I'm gonna cry. Of course, it rolls a natural 1 when I roll for someone. Not when I'm rolling for the bad guys, when we need
You know
natural
what?
1s.
I got channel points for a reroll.
Okay, I will re-roll it for you.
Me. Chat. There we go.
Me.
Okay. 12 with +1 is a 13. It is a 13, so narrowly. It's just that it's almost really bad that a stroke of luck. A stray drop of antiseptic goes in the wound and just saves the day.
Beautiful.
Yes, some of that ghoul fever counteracted the filth fever. It's fine.
It's funny.
Oh.
Alright.
I appreciate all you guys being here for it. This is the highlight of my week, so yeah. And it's very late. Go sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is midnight 21 here.
Yep.
Well, go sleep. I'm sorry to keep you up. I was trying to get to a nice wrap up point, and I knew that. That's why I look. If I don't do it, that makes the next even that fight. I can tell the ghoul fights are too easy by themselves. I was like, this is what it's supposed to be, and yes, it fits the horror perfectly. At the same time, dear God. Level 2, your 4th fight. Enjoy.
Oof. Alright, well, I'll see you all next week, and I'll catch you all in chat.
See ya.
Bye. Stay wonderful.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everyone in chat, love you. Take care. We'll see you at the
Yeah.
next one, hopefully this week.
Love you all.